Yes, indeed. We are live. And a good evening, everybody. It is Fox Sports The Gambler live on location here with our friends, courtesy of Miller Lite. We got Eagles tickets to give away. The Gambler gang is in the house. We're live at Paddy Whacks on South Street here on a Thursday night watch party. And I'll tell you what, I know that these two teams aren't really the best and aren't really delivering. But here's the deal. I know everybody across this damn country will be watching this game, all right? So we're going to come up with some winning plays. As I said, the Gambler gang is here. Give us a shot. Productions going on the network here. Of course, Powers and Company, Ty holding it down behind the scenes. We'll get everybody involved. Over to my right, we got Joe Tanzi, Roy Burton back with us again, and John Jansen. As always. All right.
I heard you needed a sicko for tonight, so that's why I got called in.
Yes.
You called in the cavalry.
I did. Exactly. We need those sicko plays, sicko bets over on DraftKings Sportsbook.
By the way, I know what you said.
Yeah.
But I think everybody needs an important PSA for football before we start this.
Tell me.
So in August, when we're like, we want football, I'll take anything. I'll take Panthers Bears. We're at that point in the season, Sean.
Well,
the primetime slate's
I'd rather take an
no,
XFL game than this right now.
Stop
this
it.
is it's a Division II quarterback who has 5 picks in 2 games.
John Jansen,
and this guy's
what?
supposed to be the guy I have to watch on my television.
Hey.
Counterpoint, it's football.
It is.
At least Bryce Young.
It's
the NFL.
It's
Bryce
football.
Young has another week to show people he was the number 1 overall.
I was going to say, you only have the number 1 overall pick as one of the quarterbacks.
That's right.
So
hey,
you
have the Heisman winner and the D2 Heisman winner in this game.
Now,
that's
now
a good
you're
point.
already turning the corner, John.
Yeah. Now, that's what we call turning garbage into gold.
Exactly.
Nice. All right, so here's the deal. Of course, we're going to be live. We're down at Paddy Whacks. As I said, Eagles tickets courtesy of Miller Lite. If you're watching this stream and you're out and about, be sure to get on down here. We've been plugging it all week. We'll be giving those tickets away probably around halftime. So get on down here. Of course, we're going to be hanging out all night and just drinking on some cold Miller Lights and hopefully some winning plays. As always, we got to have a first touchdown scorer.
Yep.
And we also put the emphasis on first half plays and first quarter plays. All the sicko bets that you can get in, we want them this evening. Get involved in the conversation. We'll be reading all the comments on YouTube and, of course, over on Twitter and Facebook. We are streaming live on all 3. So please share and tell a friend. Get down to Paddy Whacks for 49ers and Eagles tickets on December the 3rd, courtesy of Miller Lite. The game.
Much better football than what we'll see tonight.
A little bit better. All right, so let's do this.
I don't know. Brock Purdy's not,
You know what?
Did he ever win a Heisman?
Can we expel John from the table already?
Wow. Yeah, Brock Purdy. I'll take Brock Purdy tonight.
You're going to get tickets to an Eagles win. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Of any sort.
You're going to get tickets to an Eagles game, and they're going to win that game.
Captain Pessimism just wants to tell me my sports are bad. I just want to watch my bad sports.
That's it.
Sorry. And that's what happens when I have to listen to Ryan Fitzpatrick talk about football.
Well,
it just makes me a
you don't have
miserable
to.
man.
You
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. Yeah.
That sounds like a you problem. She should be watching. You should be looking at Carissa Thompson instead of listening to anything Ryan Fitzpatrick has to say. Oh, what?
Classic Brace.
I'm not allowed to say that she's attractive. She's hot as hell.
Yeah, but you said that. You walked in and you said that as she's interviewing a war veteran.
And
that's jeez.
I said the war veteran sounded like Drake. He did. Run it back.
That's not
run
bad.
it back. He
That's
sounded
not
like
bad.
Drake. There's
That's
nothing
pretty
bad.
Oh, my
There's
goodness.
nothing bad. And Carissa Thompson liked my tweet a couple weeks ago, so we have a connection.
And what happened to that bet that you trailed her on? What happened to that?
It was a loser. But she's still a winner in my mind. All right. Here's the deal. Let's fire up DraftKings Sportsbook. And we are sitting at 3.5 right now. 3.5. You got the home Chicago Bears, 3.5-point favorites. 38 is the total. All day, all weekend, we went over the numbers as far as the unders being to play in the NFL. Primetime unders even more so. So here we are, boys. Joe, I'm going to come to you first. 38. It's the NFL. They can go out there and score 46. I understand. The chances of that happening, though, where are we at? Because I'm on the under tonight, just simply off of what the stats have been telling us all season long. That is a hell of a trend for us to sit here and say, you know what? They're going to go off. These two offenses are going to score 40 points.
So I think the problem we wrap our heads around in these games are we see Adam Thielen, we see DJ Moore, and we're like, oh, revenge game. Oh, Adam Thielen, I know him. Some people may not realize he's on the Panthers yet because the Panthers have just not been in anybody's mind. But I think tonight you have to look further on like who actually is beneath them. And there's not much.
Yeah.
Like if you're me and Roy were talking before we hopped on here, if the Bears are just gonna double Thielen all night, who is Bryce Young throwing to you? Name a Carolina Panther that's not Adam Thielen.
Hurst, tight end.
All right,
Hayden
that's
Hurst.
fair.
There you
That's
go.
fair. All right.
you go.
Tommy Tremble. I think. Is he still there?
He's
Is
still
he?
there. He's still
Okay,
there.
nice.
He's still there.
Now, see, now,
Miles
Yeah.
Sanders. Not really anymore, though, because he's like benched for Chuba Hubbard. So, yeah.
now people know more than one at Carolina Panther.
Yeah.
No, this game's going to be really ugly. I think defense is going to rule it. And look, Chicago's defense is better equipped in this spot because Bryce Young is not great. If you're going to shade Thielen, that means a lot of short passes are going to happen. And they don't have Brian Burns on Carolina's side. So there's a little bit of leeway there for the Bears. With all that being said, I'm taking the Chicago defense as my first touchdown.
First touchdown score,
First
Chicago
touchdown.
defense.
Ooh, like
Yes.
it, like
What's
it,
the
like
number?
it.
What's the number?
Number is plus 2,800 on
Hello.
DraftKings Sportsbook. Now, see, here's the thing.
Balls.
Here's the thing you still have to teach these young guys that do these things. You and I have been doing this forever.
Yeah, all right.
You don't just say, Adam Thielen, that's really cute, but everybody's going to pick Adam Thielen to score the first
Everybody,
touchdown.
yeah.
Because it wins. What's
Yeah,
wrong with
exactly.
that?
Well, you
Well,
may not.
Pick winners. That's all I'm asking.
It's the number one play. 6.5
Well, you-
receptions, like the number one play in America this
Yeah, well,
tonight.
don't do that because that's not
In
good.
a
All right,
game
first
like
touchdown
this, defense. Give me the Bears defense. I'm also taking them anytime.
All right.
But
Okay.
anytime and first, somebody has to take a risk. Guys,
Yeah.
all I heard was Thielen and
Well,
Moore, Miles Sanders.
Yeah, I know.
Thielen.
Hey, I got an
Thielen.
exact 80-1. Roy, talk to me. Where are you at tonight?
Listen, we got a 1-7 team and a 2-7 team. I can't imagine that something inside you moves you to take the over in this game.
No.
These are just two bad teams. Bet the under. If you want a first-time touchdown, I'm going with the safe money. Give me Dante Foreman. The man gets a ton of work. He's first-time touchdown scorer at plus 600 tonight.
Okay,
Nice.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the Bears' backfield, it's not crowded. Is he absolutely the guy?
No Khalil Herbert. He's hurt, so he is the guy.
All right.
3 of the last 4 games, he's had 15 or more.
He had a
carries.
big game, like two.
Had a big game, 80 yards a couple games ago. He's going to get the work. So give me the guy in the the running back in the low scoring game. Give me Dante Foreman.
All right, Jansen. Last time we did one of these, we were at the Trap Tavern, and lucky us, the Bears were in action. That time they were taking on the
40
Commanders.
points that
Yeah,
night.
but we had Justin Fields. We were lucky.
DJ Moore went off. Are you feeling DJ Moore tonight? Where are you at?
A little bit. I just don't know how the passing game's going to be. The passing game's getting worse every single week with Tyson Bagent. I know. Is it even that? Is that even his name? Is it Tyson Bagent? Yeah, it is
Secret
Tyson
agent Tyson
Okay, I
Bagent.
just know Bagent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I mean, it's just getting worse, and he's throwing more picks. Now, Cole Kmet is able to still get some work, and I think Cole Kmet was really the big benefactor of being his best target, but that's really it. I think Bagent, to me, you got to be very confident in him throwing picks because he's done it.
I'll tell
That's
you
just
what.
the familiar one, but
Disrespect.
No, I don't know. I don't know if I can go all
Bagent
out.
believer right here. He's going to lead them to the promised land tonight. They win.
But how can you go all out with a guy like DJ Moore or even Adam Thielen? Look, the volatility is these are bad quarterbacks and bad teams and bad defenses and bad offenses. I don't know which one's going to come out on top here. I don't know what unit's going to be the best. So I just think what Roy said, safe money to me, works out. And safe money is a guy who's thrown 5 picks in 2 games. So I like Tyson Bagent to throw a play.
All right. Those are our
That's
plays.
just so negative. Again,
We got the gambler gang
No,
here.
he can't help.
What do you mean? That was sound
I know.
analysis. It's not my fault. The negativity comes from 2 teams that just aren't
It's
good.
not my fault. You can't find gold in the
Beef.
garbage.
Beef, what do you got? What's your play tonight? You
Beef.
got anything big? Under 40. Yeah, you put that in
yeah,
on
you put it in
Tuesday.
too early.
First touchdown. Who you got?
Luke,
Come
you on
on.
the under as well? Oh,
Not
geez.
good enough, according to Joe.
Tim, you play anything?
Wow.
Now, see,
Bryce Young
Tim's-
over 218 and a half.
It's a bad game. He knows how to take a little bit of a risk. I
Well,
like
look,
that. Thank
everybody
you.
is on the under. This is a stone cold over tonight. There are
Stone
definitely
cold.
there are 43 points scored tonight.
wouldn't
I'm
that-
telling you right now, I
From
can feel
Chicago, from just Chicago.
But wouldn't that be
74%
wouldn't that
of
be
the
so
public.
awesome though, to actually have points in this game and for it to exceed?
Well,
our
that's what I mean
smallest
about the
expectations?
volatility of I don't know which unit's going to come out on top because obviously the defense for both teams isn't good. We know the offenses aren't good and the quarterbacks aren't playing well, but we know the defenses aren't. So I don't know which one comes out on top. That's the volatility that, if you want to bet the over.
By the
if
way,
you
I
wanna
know
bet points,
you talked about guys we trust. Real quick, you do have a no sweat on DraftKings Sportsbook tonight for Thursday Night Football.
Attaboy.
So I want to throw this out here because this is something that I've
No
been-
sweat for just anybody. Anybody that's on DraftKings,
Anybody
you get
on
a no sweat.
DraftKings, this is your no sweat bet.
I like that.
Cole Kmet, 40 alternate receiving yards.
Yep.
Cole Kmet over 3.5 receptions.
Go Cole Kmet.
He's been a target machine
Yep.
with Tyson Bagent
Yep.
involved. Dante Foreman, 60-plus rushing yards.
Hello.
You got to do something. And then DJ Moore over 4.5 receptions. That parlay is plus 575. Lock it in with your no sweat bet.
Nice.
At DraftKings. The reason why I talk about that is like, again, who plays on the Carolina Panthers, Sean?
Dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A dude, yes.
Dudes,
There
man.
are dudes on
Guys
the
being
Panthers.
dudes.
Whether they're actually dudes or not, I mean,
Jake Delhomme is the quarterback.
we don't say that name.
Mushin
No, oh,
Muhammad.
yeah,
We don't say that name.
No.
Actually, I watched 4th and 26 right here at the Woolly Mammoth, right here on South Street. How about that?
I thought it was 4th and 24, Bryce.
I won't lie. I go, what was it? 4th and 24? He's like 4th and 26. I got killed because I screwed that up on on air a couple years ago, and I'm like, yeah, I'll never forget that again. We're just driving by. I'm like, see that place? I watched 4th and 20. What was it with Freddie Mitchell? He's like 26. 4th and 26.
See, that's a sign of you just being old.
Good.
Yes,
gracious.
absolutely. I've forgotten a lot, man.
So, yeah, look, I mean, the Bears have 3 guys you can legitimately trust in this offense, regardless if it's Tyson Bagent or not. He's gonna throw the ball to DJ Moore. He's gonna throw the ball to Cole Kmet. I've actually laddered Kmet's yards up to 60 tonight.
Nice.
As well. Look, you know me.
Your card is just all over the place.
How long have I been
amazing.
doing this? Tight ends are my guys.
Yeah. Well, it's Thursday night football, too, with these quarterbacks. They're going to be looking at the tight end. They're going to be looking at swinging it. I just want to point out, we're here. Hang on. We're watching the game. We got the national anthem being sung. My only thought is, though, like, at the Eagles game, man, that flag goes end zone to end zone. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I mean, the Bears are saving up for a new stadium.
I'm just saying.
Wow, this guy's got
Like,
some
oh, it
pipes.
sounds incredible.
Whoa.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
By the way, before we kick off.
Yeah.
QB special tonight?
Tyson Bagent to score an anytime touchdown.
Bagent does
That's
run.
that's as
so.
close as I'm
Yeah, he
getting to
does run a
the
little bit.
QB.
Are you touching Bryce on the QB?
No, I'm just going straight up. What is his numbers? First touchdown score.
Oh, first?
The QB special is always first touchdown score to get the QB to score first, obviously.
So Tyson Bagent plus 1,400, Bryce Young plus 3,500.
I mean,
For
that's
first
it.
TD.
Like Bryce, right there.
Yeah.
I'm putting a play on Bryce Young.
Nice.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay, since you were
You
talking
have
about the
to.
checkdowns, right?
Yeah.
Hayden Hurst, 16 and a half
Yes.
receiving yards. I kind of like that number a lot.
As a lover of this is going to sound weird, lover of tight ends. But,
Hello.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Shout out Mark Jackson.
As a lover of the position tight end,
Got you. Okay.
yes, Hayden Hurst. The thing is with me is if Bryce Young is going to throw the ball tonight, again,
Hey, yo. We were like literally playing that in the whole 5 o'clock hour today.
Professionals. We're professionals.
Literally.
Now,
No, we're not.
my
We're
mind's
definitely not.
My mind's still spoiled from Sunday Night Football. What did the Bills just do to Jamar Chase?
Right.
They just doubled him and made Joe Burrow beat everybody else. And I mean, he did.
Yeah.
But Bryce Young doesn't have that. So I think there's going to be a lot of checkdowns tonight. I like the Hurst. I tried and like playing around with like a running back or Hurst with receiving yards. It just like it didn't speak to me. Like I genuinely think this is going to be a game that the Bears win pretty handily. And I also haven't seen confession. I've maybe watched like 5 minutes of the Carolina Panthers all year. So
That's good. That's good for your mental health.
Yes.
Not watch stuff. Yes.
Exactly.
All right, I just put Bryce Young first touchdown score 35-1. Not gonna lie, had to do it.
Do I get a finder's fee?
Had
We
to do
brought
Had
it
to.
up. We gotta go with it.
A man who averages 6.7 rushing yards
Look,
per game.
it's
What was
just
the number?
something stupid where I would play it like 2 years ago. No, who had that one run? Oh, it was Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
He had one in
Sneaky
like a
athletic.
Monday night
That's
football
right.
game.
Sneaky.
54-yard breakaway, runs it, touchdown. And I had both first touchdown scorers for both quarterbacks. And I'm like, that's the QB special. Gotta have a play. And it cashed. So I was playing it that whole year. It hit a few times, but got away from it because it was a loser for a long time.
It's very much a losing experience. Yeah.
Yeah. And tonight's probably a loser as well. But right now in my mind,
There might not be any touchdowns.
I believe that's a good call. Yeah.
Well, I think
Which is
I mean,
a plus 4,000, right? No touchdowns.
Yeah.
Plus 4,000?
plus 4,000,
Yeah.
no touchdowns. Now he found one on another book. Just saying. We won't mention that book here, but no touchdown anytime or any quarter, right?
Scoreless quarter.
Scoreless quarter. That's what it was.
Oh, I
Actually,
like
I
that.
love
That's
that.
definitely gonna
I
happen.
love that.
See, that's why I'm here.
I do like that play.
Sean wanted to enlist a sicko for tonight. I'm the sickest of the sickos in this group.
Ladies and gentlemen, the degenerate bet from this man right here.
No. They're responsible. They're smart, but they're sick.
Are they though?
They're sick.
Are they?
Just Roy, give us like a month, and we'll be talking about like Mississippi Valley State basketball.
Now we're talking.
Well, now we're talking.
Now you're starting
Swat-
to get Beef's attention.
SWAC basketball.
Beef, is that a
on the
beef
night.
up front hat? Look at that hat. Yeah.
Don't
Beef.
tempt me with a good time.
Beef.
Can we start this game, please?
Who has the ball?
Dude, why is this game not off yet?
What
Like,
is
what is
happening?
going on right now?
Oh
Jeez.
And nobody knows who won the
All right,
toss?
so
We have no idea.
Carolina, you care too much about this game. Like, how invested are you, Joe?
Sean,
You have
Sean,
17 bets on this game.
You invited me to be the sicko
Yes.
on the gambling stream.
So I saw today.
That's a good point.
I saw today that Cam Newton did a video where he said Jimmy Clausen told him he was going to charge him $1 million for the number
Correct.
for the jersey.
Yeah.
That's effed up, man. $1 million bucks?
What number should he have thrown out there?
It's Cam Newton.
I mean,
No,
what did
you
what
don't
did,
give it to him for free.
You don't. You don't give it to him.
$1
for free.
million?
That's
I'm asking you the number. What
What was this
What-
when Cam was the number one
well,
overall
if
pick?
you were Jimmy
He
Clausen,
got
what
one-
would your number
it was
be?
the overall number one
If you were
pick.
Jimmy
Look, Jimmy Clausen knew he wasn't getting more
That-
money
yeah.
from the NFL.
How-
He had to get it so much.
How is that up to Jimmy Clausen? Is my point.
Because
Like,
Jimmy
number.
Clausen has great awareness of where his career was
well,
going.
that's a busted organization for that general manager and that owner not to say the number one overall pick doesn't get what
That's
he
that's
wants.
never how it works.
Have
That's
you-
not how it works.
Have you read
B.
stories about Jerry
I-
I pay for
Richardson?
their numbers all the time.
About Jerry Rich. Oh yeah.
I mean, come on. And it's not like Tepper's that great either.
Oh,
damn.
I don't know, man.
100 grand?
I have a feeling that Jerry Jones would be facilitating things behind the scenes if he drafted a quarterback number one overall and he was like,
Well,
I
you-
want my number.
You think that that's what competently run organizations do.
Correct.
I mean, the Panthers are 1-7 and hired Frank Reich.
Jimmy
in the offseason.
Clausen, you got some nerve,
That's
man.
a Notre Dame legend. All right.
No, I actually.
I don't.
By
I
the
don't
way-
need
by
this
the way,
Jimmy
the Bears-
Clausen
The
slander.
Bears have the ball first.
All right, we have finally
go
kicked
for
this
it.
game
Let's all
off.
focus in.
The
I don't
game that
mean to say
everybody
more
is
negative things, but those jerseys are absolutely
Get
putrid.
That's-
off
no,
the
that's a
stream,
positive. You are
John.
That is huge.
John, okay. John, again,
Do you like the orange
Yes.
jerseys?
yes, I do actually.
No, you don't believe that.
When
You don't believe that.
when you played Madden growing up, did
I
you not
wouldn't.
use all the alternate uniforms?
Not
Damn
that
right.
one.
Come
I picked the good uniforms. I didn't pick that one.
Kelly Greens, baby.
I
I
think-
agree
I
all the
would wear-
time. I actually did the
you wear
80s ones a
the
lot. I like the
Bears
80s.
orange.
Yeah.
You'd wear the Panthers sky blue because the Panthers don't have any other good.
I would
Well,
think.
first of
I
all,
would
you
think
never
blue
picked
helmets.
You never picked the Bears. in
Blue
Madden.
helmets would be good with that. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
the Bears stinking.
I
bad, so
think.
you
I
never
think there's just too much orange. So if you went reverse, blue helmets with the orange C, which is normally what it is, right?
There's a DJ Moore reception.
I like it.
Ooh, DJ
One.
Moore.
Oh
with a
my
little-
gosh.
Here it is. It's happening again.
All right, take the overs.
It's happening.
Take the overs.
One.
Live.
It's all
live.
going over.
I
DJ
mean,
Moore live,
this is going to
live.
be a high-scoring Thursday night
It's
game.
happening
Buckle up.
again. It's happening again.
All right, once again, we're here at Paddy Whacks with our friends from Miller Lite. We're giving away, we got a couple prizes, actually, a couple cool Eagles Miller Lite shirts. So we got plenty of gear we're going to be giving away all around halftime, and Eagles and 49ers tickets. All you got to do for the people that are here, come, drop your name in the bucket. Only a couple folks here at this point in time, so you stop on in, you got a good chance to win the 49ers and Eagles tickets. Once
Oh,
again,
gosh.
December
Bajan,
3rd
jeez.
at the link.
Nice.
Agent just almost got that. Who's that? Oh my gosh. He almost just got destroyed.
Sean, if you can spell Darrington Evans' name on the top of your head,
Who?
I'll go
Darrington.
buy you a shot.
Who?
Or whatever. Darrington Evans. Do you even know who that is?
Do you know where he went to college? App State.
He's an
There
App
we
State
go.
Wow.
Beef.
Oh my goodness.
No,
man.
yeah, it's a bad.
Way too
Look,
much
If you get even remotely close to
I
it-
watched a couple App State games last year too.
Well,
He wasn't there last
Well,
year.
he's been out of school for a
Oh.
few years.
You didn't see him.
Never mind
He
that.
got drafted in Tennessee.
This is college football expert Sean Brace we're talking to.
Yeah, baby. I
By
ride.
the way, how'd that TCU week 1 bet go?
Didn't play it. Didn't play it. No, I was betting against them.
No,
They lost.
You told me in the offseason you were explicitly betting.
Oh yeah, all things against TCU because I took them in a national championship and got absolute
Right.
boat race, 65-7. And I wish I stuck to that, but at the same time, I did not. And Doing all right. Doing all right in college football. I'm in this year. I was in a pool. See, when you get older, you get these friends who are creative, who can't gamble and like have a wife that checks their bank account and stuff like that. Whoa!
Almost
Man,
got-
I can't believe that
almost
wasn't
cashed on the first
intercepted.
drive.
You know what?
Almost
Dude.
cashed.
See, now we're in great one.
Wow.
Yes.
One, that would have been an awesome play.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, watch
Rudy went down the
this.
sideline and
First
caught
of
that.
all, how do you throw this ball? That's number one. Number two,
Because
how
he's
do you
Tyson
not pick
Bagent.
this up?
You
Look
haven't
at
been
this.
paying attention.
Dude, that's got to go the other way.
See, my bar is always, do I throw this pass in Madden? And if the answer is no, then you shouldn't pull the trigger.
Oh, I throw it all the time.
No.
There's
That's
a
always my
reason-
bar. That's
There's,
my bar.
there's a reason why I lost in Madden all the time. My dad.
Back to
I threw the pass all day.
back to that story I was saying. Like my buddy created this league where we cut the full college football schedule into quarters, all regular season action, and essentially they give you, it was like $100 per quarter, and you can go ahead and bet whatever you want on one game, or you can bet 50 on one game. You can, whatever you want.
Mhm.
And then after 3 weeks or 4 weeks, whatever it is, you tally it up, and whoever has the most. So I'm involved in all the games. I'm doing all right in college football. Long story short is doing all
Very
right.
long story.
Very
doing all
long,
right.
so very, very complicated. I mean, like,
Well,
there are apps that you can kind of bet with and not go through all that.
no, that's my point. Like,
DraftKings.
I'm involved in a lot of games with college football. But look, I do a podcast with Beef. He has me
Beef.
hitting 100 games a week. So it's like, I
Oh
can't
and if
gosh!
you listen
Don't
to-
put Beef and Joe Tansey
Yeah,
in
and
a
if you
pot
listen
together.
to me, I mean, I'm hitting over.
How many do you have on the
50%.
card this weekend, Joe? 15, 20?
Actually, I haven't even looked at the college football card yet.
There we go.
Wow.
Thank you.
yeah.
Oh, Michigan, Penn State. Joe, who you taking?
So
You're
I,
a good guy to ask.
so I actually told this to Jansen. So James Franklin and Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
If you just use like the Spider-Man meme, they just point at each other.
Interesting.
And they're just the biggest frauds in the universe. Because
So you got both of them losing this weekend.
absolutely. Because look, they do the same exact thing every year.
Yep.
They go 10-2. They lose to the two best teams on their schedule. We pat them on the back, say, "Nice job, you won 10 games. You're going to the Citrus Bowl," and that's it. That's all they do.
It's hard to argue.
I mean,
Ugh.
they both told us who they have been for years.
All right, I take it back. This is going to be like a 13-10 game.
If you can get
13-10.
Dude, who's getting
Montez
13?
Sweat, if you get Montez Sweat on the live line plus whatever sacks, just take it.
I just
don't
want to
care.
say
I don't
That's
care.
right. I,
I don't
forgot
care. I don't care
about
what.
that.
I don't care what the number is.
we
Just
are
take
complete sickos for thinking we can host a watch party with this game. All right.
Again,
We're here for the people.
Yeah.
All right, we did it for
Yeah,
a
We're
reason.
here with Miller Lite
Miller
for
Lite,
tickets to
that's
give
right.
away.
Miller Lite,
That's what it
yeah.
is. Exactly. All right.
are we? Well, you just manifested interception for me here, Sean.
I like that.
I mean,
But that leads to points too, though.
defensive touchdown would be nice right here.
yeah, it actually would very much so.
Oh, there's a rush. There it
There's
is.
a
Take
rush.
it to the house.
Take it to the
There it
There
is.
you go.
There's a
That's
rush
come
yard.
back.
Oh, there's a
Gotcha.
flag. Of course there's a flag.
Oh.
There's always a flag.
There's always a flag.
Was anybody in here bold enough to bet the over?
No. I looked at
Oh,
the
no,
team
no,
total
no.
from Chicago because of last time when we were live. Hit that. They were underdogs against the
Bears.
Commanders.
That's for the Bears.
So I hit that, and I went to go back to it, but no way. There's
Did
just
you lock in on
nothing.
that 21-13?
Did lock in 21-13, which I think that's about 10 points too much. I am on
Now,
Bajan anytime touchdown. I'm on the under more than anything. That's the big one. And I didn't even put anything in as
So-
far as a same game parlay.
so here's the thing. That we're only 3 minutes into this beautiful Thursday night football game. But do you,
Oh my!
at any point of this game, do you look into live betting the over? Like,
No.
how low do you go?
Yeah,
No,
that'll
Not
be
at
all.
tough.
No,
It'll be
no,
tough
no.
to live bet that number.
No,
Well, the one thing you would hope for is that one of these teams would have scored early, and then
Early.
you can
You
get
bet
the
right.
under on that.
But I'm talking
But
about live
fair.
betting the over
I
at any
can't.
point.
No, I just don't.
There's no
What's
bone in
gonna
your
hit-
body.
That's going to be so
Beef
tough.
is going to have a choice because right now, I'll guarantee that number's probably around like 32, 31.
No, you can
And
middle it
it's-
out.
Yeah, you could continue. You could continue to run it down. Now, you're obviously running a risk. Big fourth quarter, a couple of stupid touchdowns, whatever.
Mhm.
But that's my favorite. Not so much in a total like this. Let's just say a national championship game that I'm actually on the right side. So you get a total of 54. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, nothing's happening. Not a lot of scoring. Boom. Get it again. Boom. Again. Boom. Again. You know, and then next thing you know, you're able to cash in pretty big in one game.
That's 2 catches already, by the way, for Thielen.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's their only wide
But
receiver.
that's all that's all they're doing. There's a screenplay and like a 6-yard route on the left.
Yeah, we won't see a lot of 20, 30-yard passes.
Absolutely
in this game.
not.
No.
We will not.
All right, so let me ask this question. How do you judge the CJ Stroud versus Bryce Young talk now? Like, are you guys
There he is again.
are you guys under are you on
Wait, hold on. Did you do both QB specials or just one?
just one?
Young?
Yeah.
Good.
So
okay. All right. I'm just make sure.
when you get people that are saying that, oh my goodness, that's a decision that Carolina is going to have to live with forever. What were they thinking? General manager needs to be fired right now. CJ Stroud is far and away the better quarterback. Roy, what do you say to
It's
that?
week 10. I mean, you can't judge a quarterback, A, in week 10. B, look at the talent or lack thereof around Bryce Young. How many young quarterbacks would be good with, again, Adam Thielen being your number one wide receiver?
Could I push back?
Sure.
Houston's been down, what, three offensive
Look at
linemen?
their wide receivers. Look.
Tank Dell.
Look at their
It's
structure.
unbelievable.
I was going to say,
I love Tank.
The
but-
Houston wide receivers are markedly better.
And that's
than
the
Carolina
big difference
receivers.
for CJ Stroud. Look, and I'm with you. The number one thing is it's week 10.
It's early. It's
Give
early.
Bryce Young his time. You took him overall number one for a reason.
Right.
Relax.
Right.
But CJ Stroud looks like he is locked
But
in right now.
Houston's also like sneakily drafted well
True.
in the last few. Like
They have built a good team.
right,
They built a good
had
team
foundation.
around
Like
there.
Damian Pierce, very good draft pick.
Not this year.
No, but I mean, Tank Dell and
Do you know
being
Jansen
Nico
told me to
Collins.
take him and I wanted no parts of him?
Oh.
See, that throw
Actually,
right
you
there,
know what?
that throw will
He's a
get
bust.
him crushed.
He's a
Right.
bust.
But that throw will
Get
get
him
him
outta here.
crushed.
It will.
And you should crush him. Put it on him.
He should be able to make that throw. I don't disagree with that.
I won't
Todd can
lie.
make the throw.
I
Yeah.
said don't overthink it, but I'm consistent with all this conversation. I'm not breaking down video. I'm not talking to these guys. I'm not at the combine.
No.
Like, okay, I trust you. If you have the choice between quarterback 1 and quarterback 2, and you're a general manager, get the damn decision right. Right?
Well,
Like,
the thing
I
is,
mean,
if you're, that's I think the biggest problem with Carolina's ownership at the top all the way down.
Yeah.
They're going to keep making bad decisions. I mean, it's not just Bryce Young; it's their offensive line stinks. It's their best receivers, Adam Thielen. Their defense isn't good. They haven't gotten coaching right since David Tepper's been there. So, like, how many times are you going to have to keep resetting and doing this over and over again and realize that your foundation, your structure is just not good enough? Like that's the problem. That's crazy to me is if CJ Stroud was in Carolina, he'd probably be facing some of the same issues that Bryce Young is.
we
Like
think
his footwork will probably be bad because he's moving around all the time. Pockets are bad. Receivers aren't open. You know, it's just crazy. Carolina is so bad that we think Houston is a better, well-organized team, which, by the way, they are.
They are.
But that's
Right.
how bad Carolina is, and these issues
Hard
are
to
going to
argue.
keep happening over and over again. It's
But
going to keep
all it
that
takes,
cycle will continue.
All it takes is a few moves within the organization. I mean, look, they signed Dalton Schultz in free agency, which is an upgrade over whatever Bryce Young has at tight end. Tank Dell
Tank, I love him.
Great.
Tank Dell
punt.
was a stud at Houston. He was just very undersized for the NFL,
yeah.
but he's being utilized perfectly with the Texans.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I saw one preseason game where I go, that kid is special.
Yeah.
He was really good.
Right.
I need to be general manager. I need to be a
Yeah.
cheat.
No, but
Senior Bowl week, he was really good.
But I think
Was he?
And then
All right.
and Nico Collins is a very solid wide receiver.
Absolutely.
Too. Like he was slept on last year because Houston
very
went through-
slept on.
went through
Yeah.
this- and
So far and away, the wide receiver core at Houston is just 10 times
and the
better.
head coach is far and away better. I think
D'Amico's
Ryan's
a stud.
D'Amico's been
Who's their
unbelievable
offensive
there.
coordinator? Who's the OC?
Couldn't
Any
even-
idea?
I don't
for
know,
Houston?
but I think we're going to start finding out that name soon.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you guys pulled out the head coach or the offensive coordinator at Houston, Texas,
know-
I was going to be
I
impressed
know Josh McCown's the OC because I just saw him on the screen for the Panthers.
for the Panthers.
God bless him.
By the way, if we really get bored, we can start naming how many teams Josh McCown played.
I like that.
Just name every team.
Exactly. He's
Have Josh McCown and Andy Dalton played for the same franchise?
Is there any teams that, because we have two guys, two
Sicko.
journeyman quarterbacks in the same stadium right now, Ryan Fitzpatrick and Josh McCown,
Who both played for the
who
Texans?
both play. They've played everywhere. Like with those two resumes, that has to cover all 32 teams, right? It's got to be
I would
close.
imagine.
It's
Yeah,
got to be
It's
close.
got to be close.
Ooh.
It's way more than half.
McCown's played for 18 something teams.
Yeah, McCown is like the white Josh Johnson. Like he's been
And they
everywhere.
were trying to give him the head
Everywhere.
coach. They were trying to give him
Josh
the
McCown has
head
played for
coach.
every spring league team.
D'Amico,
Josh Johnson.
look, we all love
He's
D'Amico.
everywhere.
D'Amico's absolutely just a beast. I didn't think he'd turn around this fast, but he's a leader.
I think he's been able to turn around this fast because we didn't know what they were building.
Yeah, when you draft
Yeah.
well, I
What?
mean,
Did they do back-to-back good drafts like the year before too?
Well, they went in and got Will Anderson, so
Right.
they went
Yeah.
in. So
no, I'm
I mean,
talking
this-
the year
this year,
before.
right.
So
though.
previous years they have drafted guys like Nico Collins that have done
Right,
well,
right.
but it's not just that it's a willingness to commit to your team.
Yeah.
Because they went up and got Will Anderson,
Mhm.
they ended up signing Dalton Schultz. Like
Right.
they got D'Amico Ryans. They are, I think, committed to actually building a coach. Like this is an organization that's actually looking ahead to what's going to happen next year and the year after. It's not. It was. I mean, they just had what 2 straight one and done coaches.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
But
So
to-
this is
to
now
your
a team that's
point-
actually committing to being good,
To your point, that's
or
what
at
the
least getting better.
That's what the Panthers tried to do. They I at least give them credit to be aggressive and go after Bryce Young with the top pick. Like they at least made the effort.
Yeah.
Now the executions failed because they said, "Oh, we'll just hire the most boring vanilla coach ever with Frank Reich."
Right. Oh yeah.
and
yeah.
and the talent evaluation just hasn't been as good. Like Miles Sanders turns out not worth the money they paid him, and Chuba Hubbard's now taking over the number one snap.
Tush push. Was that a tush push?
No.
Was there anyone?
Tush
push-
push.
Was anyone pushing that tush?
You gotta ban it. You gotta ban the tush push. It's taking over the world.
It's a rugby play.
It's making these kids crazy. Ooh, Powers, you got some wings, bro?
Yo, Powers,
You
bring
can't-
those over here.
Wow.
Bud. What are you doing?
You can't do that.
Come on,
Don't
Powers.
do that.
Powers just ordering for himself. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
Powers has not even
World
done any work.
I heard
today.
Famous
that there's a
Paddy
world
Whacks
famous wings.
wings.
Yes.
How are those wings,
Let's
Powers? How are those wings?
Go.
Paddy Whacks wings. Thumbs up.
That a boy.
Boy, you're about
Oh,
to have
there's
a
some
hospital
Corbin
visit
yards.
trying to eat those. Jeez, you all right? Choking on them. It's dropping everywhere.
Oh man.
So, I mean, at what point here, if you're the Bears, just take a shot, right? I'm Mr. Take a
I'm
shot
about
guy.
to take a shot too.
Hey.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
Like I'm that guy that sits in front of the TV on like 1st and 10 at like the 5 and say, just take a shot.
You gotta take
You gotta
a
take a
chance,
shot.
Joe. At some point, you
Well,
gotta take a
You gotta
shot.
throw it deep to Todd Pinkston at some point.
Third and
You might need to just convert the
third
third
and
down.
two.
though.
Give me a first down, damn it.
We don't
Let's
ask
go.
for
They gotta
much.
run the
Agent.
ball here.
We're not
Yep.
asking for much.
Ah!
You don't check down with
Get
Tom
up.
Agent.
Oh.
There you go.
There you
It's a
go.
first down.
All right, so we got the live line at 32 and a half.
Wow.
Any takers on 32
Moody.
and a half? 32 and a half. Live line.
I look. It's one of those. It's gamble. It's a gamble, right? Like,
Well, that's why they call it gambling.
yep,
The
exactly.
gambler.
I would look at it. I would take it. Absolutely. I'm down with it. Look at Paddy Whacks. Speaking of gambling, nice board over there with
Oh.
the spread.
Oh, all right,
I
look
like
at
it.
that. I like that.
Now, I don't know what the hell that was. Green wave.
That looked
It
like
was the green wave and
Tulane
something.
that
green
looked like
wave.
Tulane, like some mid-major basketball.
Yeah. Well, you got all hot and bothered on that one.
A little bit. What's wrong with that?
Nothing like a little mid-major basketball.
College hoop season is here. It's underway. Let's go.
It's-
I
even for me,
looked
it's
up.
too early.
I
Even
looked
for me,
up.
It's too early.
No, it's not
No,
too
it's
early. I looked up the Final Four and when the tournament started, just to let you know. March 19th, the
Wait, you don't
first
know
four.
when the NCAA tournament starts every
The
year?
exact date.
Oh, okay.
The first
I
four.
was, I was a little concerned.
So
I didn't
Well,
know where
because-
the Final Four was. I didn't remember where the Final
I
Four
could not
was.
tell
Well,
you when
because
the
get
Final
this,
Four
Joe. Brace is
Glendale.
taking a vacation
Yeah.
near a big event.
Oh,
You know,
just like-
Brace never does
The
that.
week before.
Oh, are you sure?
right here.
Just like it's
Don't
the,
curse on the stream, but you can whip them off.
just like-
This is the guy that only takes out the first week of the football season.
yeah, just
every
like the
year.
first week of the NFL season.
Can we
right?
talk about
Had no idea.
checklists?
Had
Can we
no
talk about
idea.
checklists and how we drove down here and we didn't have half the shit that we needed? Can we talk about that?
Hey,
I'm allowed to curse.
that might have been my fault.
Anyways,
I think
it's
it was
all
going to be
good.
your fault
it's a
anyway.
team effort, not a dictatorship.
my
we're
God.
we're a democracy around these parts.
32 and a half might be too high.
Yeah.
It might be too high on
Might
this.
be,
Yeah.
This is some.
We're
Division-
going
Division II football must
way
be special.
down
So, like,
under.
So like Tyson Bagent
Hey, it's
gives-
good football, all right?
So I don't want to revisit dark times because dark
Oh, no,
times,
because we're in the dark times
well,
right
no,
now.
because dark times were very sad times when we were growing up. But like the Tyson Bagent,
I'd
thing,
rather go
watching
back
it-
to Kyle Bowler than this.
No,
Whoa,
hold on, let me finish my story.
whoa!
Whoa.
You're speaking reckless now.
Oh my God, yeah.
Jeez. Bajan's him. Bajan
Give me
is
Trent
him.
Edwards over this. I mean, come on.
Special
man.
Bajent 17.
Where's
Wow.
Jim? Where's
Wow.
Jim Miller?
Oh!
There it is.
Flag!
It's coming back. Are you kidding me?
Play.
Just when you thought we had points on the
We
board.
just had some action finally.
Oh
man.
my. What?
Refs should be ashamed of themselves.
That's
That's the
insane.
best play that's going to happen all
Yeah,
game.
it is. They need
We
a
will never
special
have
teams
more
section.
excitement.
Pick up
Uh-oh.
the flag. Pick up the flag.
Pick
Are
it
they
up.
picking it up?
The NFL's saying
Who
pick up
was
the flag.
that, by the way?
Number 11.
Thanks,
Who is
Sean.
number
That
11 on
does
the
a lot for
Panthers?
me.
Him.
Gosh.
Him.
He is him.
This is definitely coming
Oh,
back. There's
yeah.
no
It's
way
coming
you get a
back,
flag.
yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
be
and
blocking
out.
the back probably.
Ooh.
Whoop.
Oh wow. That's a great run.
Flag. I don't see a flag.
That's a
Oh,
Carolina gets the score.
oh, man.
First touchdown score. Any idea what it was? Anybody screenshot
It
it?
was
What it was?
Amir Smith-Marset, so no, I don't have numbers on
Yeah.
that.
That's, no,
It was who?
I mean it's
Amir
Carolina
Smith
special teams.
Marset.
Iowa legend.
I would assume Carolina special teams would be probably 30, 35-1, somewhere around
well,
there.
it's different on DraftKings.
So,
It's only defense on
Defense,
DraftKings.
defense special. No, it's both.
Is it
on
Yeah,
D-
okay.
some
It's
books
both,
are
yeah.
different, but
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was exactly.
'Cause it's
Speaking of
so
DraftKings,
so Amir Smith-Marset first touchdown score. We all had that, right?
Oh, yeah,
was
we
that?
all had
I
that.
at least told you guys to take a long shot.
that was pretty long.
Yeah, but you
I
didn't give us that long shot, Joe.
I wasn't.
good job.
I wasn't remotely close, but
Not
punt
even
return
close.
for a touchdown.
Was he even on the board? I don't think he's a receiver.
no,
Well,
he. I mean, he
it-
played.
I mean,
wanna-
defensive special teams
I think
would have been
it- I
on
think
there.
Yeah, you want to be able to get him anyways. Well, I don't
Yeah.
think. Yeah,
I don't think so. Because I don't think he's not out there as a regular receiver. He's
The
not
la-
out there a
The
lot.
last time I heard his name was when he was like getting in trouble at Iowa, right? He got in.
How can you get in trouble in Iowa?
I thought he was.
Was
like,
he betting games?
That's the only way you can get in trouble at Iowa. And even,
So
and
why
even
did all the guys in Iowa and Iowa State bet? Because they're bored out of their minds.
Right. because Brian Ferentz runs their offense.
all right.
Exactly.
Tim O'Keefe, you want to step on up to the mic? Tim O'Keefe going to join the
Tim,
party, boys.
Tim.
Keep the party going, please.
TKO Tim O'Keefe. It is good to have Tim O'Keefe on a mic here. It's been a while.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Been a while,
It's been
Tim.
too long.
How we
Settle down.
doing, Tim?
Oh, good, man.
Give the
Life's
people
good.
an update.
Okay.
I mean, balls, bats, and bets, which you can listen to every Friday, except maybe for this Friday because we have Villanova basketball. I don't know if Sean told you that yet.
Nope, but glad to know it now.
Yeah,
Perfect.
there you go. Thanks, Bryce.
Before we do anything, Tim, can you name a Carolina Panther?
Jonathan Mingo.
There you go.
There we
right.
go.
He's
Ready to
good.
go.
Tim's a cultured man, though.
He
Tim
is
knows
very
his,
cultured.
Tim knows his
just
college football.
The IQ level from the seat
Oh,
next
yeah.
to me goes
Way-
up.
way
It
up.
goes just increasingly
Incrementally
down.
goes up.
It just
Yeah.
goes down from this. From here.
1 times 2 might be double, but it's still not impressive. That's all I'll say.
So what are you cooking on the board tonight? So by the way, Foreman's got 15 yards already. Not bad.
Not bad.
That's actually
bad.
not bad. I
More-
had no idea he even had a carry in this game.
We need our
The only
Katie.
thing I've
Where's
seen
our
is
Katie?
Tyson Bates throwing
Moore's got-
incompletions.
Moore's got 1 reception. Matt's got a target, so that counts as something.
You know what? DraftKings needs a target bet.
But actually,
Target bets, actually,
There should be a target.
I
bet.
would
There
bet
should be.
target bets.
Yes.
I bet more than
Oh,
anything.
absolutely.
I
would-
love target
DraftKings,
bets.
if you're listening, if you're watching,
yes,
please
give us
target
target
bets.
bets.
So actually, I think
Why
this-
isn't that a bet?
I don't know.
I'll get your opinion while they're talking about targets.
Yeah.
The Bears now being down 7-0. Does that actually help what you're looking at here? Like, I don't know if you have any Bears action. I do. So I'm.
I do.
I've got
I do.
some. I've got some.
I got
Bears
all
out.
the Bears
All the
actions.
Actually, pull up the live line right now because that actually is something that it was only a 3-point spread.
Yeah,
Correct,
it was
close to
3.5 point
Yeah.
spread. Yep.
Let me
So
see what
right
we got.
now, it
So I was
is
on the Panthers tonight. Only
3.5
because
Carolina. So
I
Carolina.
feel like
Carolina.
it's desperation mode.
Carolina. What's the money line on the Bears right now?
Plus 135 for the Bears money
Okay.
line.
So plus 135 on the Bears.
yeah, but this is why I can't take Chicago now because they're down
Right.
7-0 with a backup quarterback.
Right. So
Right.
why were
Right.
you on
It's
the Panthers
hard.
initially? Just because everybody else was on the Bears?
Somewhat, but honestly, it's how do I put it? The Panthers don't have their pick next year, right? That already belongs to the Bears. This is the ultimate, like, you have to give your fan base something to root for, something to This is their Super Bowl. It's awful that it's on a Thursday night against Chicago.
against Chicago.
This is really one of the most important games for the years for the Panthers. Bryce Young has a mistake label right now on his face. I heard you guys talking about it.
Two.
You guys talking about it earlier where CJ Stroud right now should have been the number 1 pick, and Bryce Young has the mistake label. Honestly, he has the worst QBR in the league over a lot of qualifying quarterbacks. He's got to show up. Now, obviously, the first drive, he didn't do anything, and the Panthers only up because of special teams. But I expect him to at least show something against an awful Chicago defense. That was my logic.
Look, hey, it's better than what I would come up.
I said a lot of words in a row.
I'm the soccer guy. I just show up and say, hey, I look at Pro Football Reference for 20 minutes, and I think my bets sound good.
Well, that's pure sicko mode. That's good.
Look, yeah, that's why I'm here.
He's a sicko. He's a member of sicko bets.
Look, more Foreman yards. See? So I think in this game, the way it plays out, at least from a Bears perspective,
Right.
you're in good shape because now they actually have to move the ball. Like, if you bet any of these Bears player props, which, again, I did, unfortunately.
Yeah, so DJ Moore is going to be fine. Cole Kmet's going to be fine,
Right.
prop wise.
So, like, if you have all these, like, target shares, yeah.
There we go. Hey.
You can get you on the internet.
You can be, yeah.
You can get me on the internet.
We're all on the
You got
internet.
any live action on the game?
Go Birds! Let's go.
There you
Hey,
go.
get them Birds tickets. Birds
Sign
tickets.
up.
That
Sign
gentleman
up.
deserves a
Here you go.
standing
He
ovation.
does.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Halftime
Excellent.
giveaways.
See,
If we ever get to halftime, if this torment ever ends.
It's all about the 4 minute yards. There we go.
See? There we go.
We got some Bears action we're going on.
See,
This game's starting to show some life. I'm liking this.
This is what happens when I just sit alone on my couch and gamble. It sounds very depressing, but it is. You talk,
Thanks for painting that picture for
Yeah.
us.
Exactly.
It's the most amazing picture you could paint. You talk about game script in your head. You're like, all right, well, the Bears going down actually is the best thing for me.
Right.
And
now
now
Foreman.
Foreman's getting his ankle taped, but that's besides the point. Can you spell Darrington Evans?
I'm sorry.
I know
speak
there's
German.
there's a weird Y in there somewhere, and I
There
can't
is,
remember
yeah.
where the Y is. Is it Darryton?
I believe it is.
Darrington?
You.
There you go.
Look
All right,
at
now
me.
spell Evans.
EVO.
There's also a Y in there.
Right. There's a secret Y in Evans.
So, breaking news: John Jansen can spell better than Sean Bruce.
I can't. Well, also I like college football, and App State was good when he
That's
was
right.
there. I remember he did get drafted by, I don't know, drafted or undrafted, but he went to Tennessee.
He was
his
at
first
Tennessee,
stop.
yeah.
And I remember saying, Evans is going to get some play here because he's a pass catcher. And he
Look
got
at Pages slinging it.
Pages?
Oh.
Should have dropped it off the commit.
At least he tried.
Here's
A
a,
for the effort.
here's a question. Let's say Bajent pulls off the upset. Well, I guess I don't know what it is.
What is this?
Let's say they win.
He does something,
Let's
possibly.
say he does something.
Yeah.
Do you start him for the rest of the season?
No.
No.
Why would you even throw that out there,
I
Roy?
appreciate you asking
We're having
the
a
question.
conversation. We're having a conation.
Roy,
Ooh,
that's
all right. You're pretty close.
Roy just said, I'm going to start a dialogue.
We're having a dialogue. We're having a dialogue.
But
Well,
would you-
he
would-
clearly doesn't have the goods.
Would you start Mike McMahon?
But the
every
thing
now
is,
and then?
Chicago
Yeah.
wants to move on from their quarterback either way.
Exactly. I was gonna
Chicago
say-
wants to move on from Fields no matter what.
Correct.
100%. So, all right, we're in agreement. Next, I was going to build up a Roy's question.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look
If
at
the
that.
Bears have a top 2 pick,
I
Justin
mean,
Fields is gone.
Justin Fields
we're
is
all
gone.
right. We're all alive.
Correct.
Now,
I think either way he's gone. I don't think
the
because this new coaching, new regime, everything. They don't want him.
the question there is Caleb Williams or Drake May.
Oh, it's Caleb Williams
Caleb
number one.
Still got to go
Yeah.
Williams.
You still
Is it
gotta go Williams?
100%?
Yeah,
It's Caleb
100% Williams
It's
still.
Caleb
I think it's 100% May number 2 though.
Yeah, I
well,
agree.
obviously, if Chicago is both the top picks, which is weird
So-
to
Yeah,
say.
it's insane.
I think there's going to be like
No.
if I look in my crystal ball. No, not that saying Drake May is the better player, but I think at some point in the draft process,
It will
It
happen.
always- it always
I know.
happens.
It will
It
happen.
always
It will happen.
like
It always
it's nothing against Caleb Williams. By the way, 3 points for Chicago. So now we're 10.
Look
We're-
at those
overpays.
overs. Let's start cashing on these.
What
overs.
did the over close at?
Uh,
Flag.
I thought 38.
20.
That was the last I saw.
Yeah, 38-ish.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Might
this,
not
is,
be.
this is very
We got a
important.
flag. We got a flag.
Very,
Why
very
is there a
important.
flag on every single play?
It's formation. So they got re-kick.
They
Push 'em
can't
back,
even.
push 'em
They
back.
can't even kick the ball. They can't even kick the ball without a false start. By the way, you know you're not a good coach, and your last name is Eberflus. What is
That's
that?
not a good coaching
That's
name.
not a good coaching name.
It's a good O-line coach name.
Yeah,
not-
great,
yeah,
right.
not-
He's
not
like that's a Statland
Yeah,
type name.
Eber-
Yeah, that's a really
That's
good
that's
O-line.
good line
Even though
coach
Chicago's offensive line
It's
stinks,
terrible,
so it doesn't
but-
help.
Eberflus sounds like a like Swiss dessert that's like a little bouncy on the top.
Yeah, like if you
Yeah.
fly like Swiss
can I get-
Air,
It's kind of like
like that's what they give
you
you
like
on
a
the
dessert?
flight.
Yeah, can I have
Slightly
the vanilla
scary to
Eberflus?
order, but you end up
They give
liking
you that
it.
on a flight.
it's like
Yeah.
the Swiss version of fly.
Do you want the Eberflus or the tiramisu?
Exactly. Exactly. There we
Oh,
we
go.
got it.
Got it.
Wow.
Can't keep a good
man
man
down.
Free. Good for
54
him.
yarder. 54 yards.
What a kick.
It's a beautiful kick.
Strong clapper, that Eberflus. Did you see that? That's a good clap.
Good
That's a
clap.
Jason Garrett clap right there. Very good.
Oh, he barely made that. That was like 2 or 3
That's
yards. man.
54 yards. You know what? It's all
All right,
good.
Joe, you know what? It went through the uprights. It's good.
So we're
That's good.
back.
That's
So
all
we're
that
back to
matters.
40 and a half on the over/under line.
Is it really? So that's
40 and a
I
half.
guess
It's
that kinda
back to
goes to-
40 and a half.
40 and a half.
I guess that
yeah.
kind of hops into our discussion then.
Okay.
total.
Like, do you hop the live under then?
Man, that's a great.
Yeah, 40 and a half.
I hope you win. He wants to win. I honestly
Come on
don't
down
know.
to Paddy Whacks, folks. If you're watching on the live stream, there's tickets
I
to
don't.
be given away.
I don't know about the
Yeah,
total.
thank you,
though.
Ray, for plugging that.
Because the hardest part about the total always was for me is that both defenses stink.
Stink.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's the hard part.
Right.
You can obviously tell Chicago is going to have a tough time throwing the ball, and Bajan's probably going to throw an interception or two.
True.
But the running, Foreman's look good. So I don't know. That was always the toughest part with me is that there is going to be offense in this game.
Right.
It's just that can the offense capitalize on bad defense? Yeah, I mean Bryce Young, that was a touchdown almost, and he flat out missed it. So that's
Right.
the tough part I'm having about with this game, especially
So-
with the total.
So, and I'll pull up the numbers now, but if it's 40 and a half, and what was it, like 30?
I think it's close to 38.
38,
38 to close.
something like that.
So,
Yeah.
like, now the touchdown comes from special teams.
Yeah, special teams touchdown in the field goal.
Bryce
That's
Young
all we
didn't
got.
do anything that impressed anybody.
Correct. Tyson Bajan hasn't done anything to
Right.
impress anybody.
So, like,
So how are they going to score 31
right,
more points?
do you take, like, the increase here?
That's a fair question. Yeah. Do you see these offenses scoring 4 more touchdowns?
Oh,
That's the question. The answer is
Oh,
probably
you know what?
no.
man, I'd be so
Absolutely
happy
not.
if they did. I'd be so happy. Just give me 2 more,
You
maybe.
Negative Nancy over here just wants somebody to play something that resembles football.
I just want to watch football, but it's hard
You-
to
I mean,
watch.
technically
That's
you are.
no, okay. So far, it has, but it mostly has not resembled football with these two teams. And I
See,
thought we
that-
were going to
look,
get
we're,
some of
We're comparing the Harlan Hill winner to the Heisman winner now.
the Harlan Hill.
That's the D2 Heisman.
That sounds like a TikTok dance. The Harlan Hill.
Hey,
Can you name me any other Harlan Hill winner, Joe Tanzi? Any other one? Any other Harlan Hill winner?
I was
Yeah.
just going to get Harlan Hill himself.
He can't.
If
No, he
you-
couldn't have won it.
If you give me maybe like half an hour,
That would be impressive, though. You did so well. They named the trophy the same year you won it.
Did
By the
Harlan-
way, we got
did-
two. We got one. Oh, one new one. Not-
Did Harlan Hill play for the Bears, and like, is that why they're showing
Can
this?
maybe Beef can name us one? By the way, joining us, Ryan Coyle on the stream. Beef up front, incredible podcast. Also going to be doing a lot of not just college football, college basketball stuff as well. Always has the college game on. Beef, thank you for joining us. How you liking the game so far?
It's great. Love the punt return for the touchdown.
Love it.
Kills my 40 though under.
No,
Hopefully
it does
It
not.
sure does not.
You're good.
it kills my
good.
momentum.
Yeah, no, I think the way Bryce Young's playing, I don't know if you saw that missed touchdown throw that he had, or at least just missed decent throw for a first down. I think you'll be all right, Beef. I think you'll be
Yeah,
all right.
it's just a momentum killer. But
Can you name me another Harlan Hill winner?
I don't even know. It sounds like Tyson Bajan's receiver at Shepherd
Yes,
University.
that is the Division Two.
Yup.
Division Two.
PSAC boys.
Heisman Trophy. So
I'm actually very curious to see if there's
The way you just said 2 with a question mark in your
Two?
voice was
I don't
fantastic.
know.
Andre Reed, maybe?
Kutztown's D3.
Nah,
D3.
Kutztown's D2.
Are they?
is Kutztown
They're
D2?
PSAC.
Wow.
We have exhausted all
Did
the
you just
conference-
name the conference that
Oh,
they're
we
in?
got a Bryce
Yeah.
Young bomb.
Oh, Bryce Young!
Oh, give me
PSAC's
that
the
over
best
218
and,
and a half.
and look who it is, Mr. That was the Tremble, right? That was the Mr. Tremble.
So, Yeah, I can't name any Carolina Panthers. Strachan?
Nope, that's not Trumbo.
Oh, he was on the
That's Trey-
Colts.
yeah.
So Jonathan
He
Mingo?
was?
Yes. Like his first name's Mike.
His first name's Mike.
I'm fairly certain.
It's Michael Strahan. He's been missing from
Exactly.
Good Morning in America the past few weeks, I think. That might
Has
be
he
it.
really?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
Leave of absence. Don't
Where?
know. No,
Can somebody let us know.
Even my
Tag us
mom
at
brought
Fox
it up to
PHL
me.
Gambler. Where is Michael Strahan? Wrong answers
He
only.
goes, "Where's that Strahan guy been?" I go, "I don't know, but I think
So-
he just caught a pass."
So
there.
all of these plays have been absolutely useless to everyone because Amir Smith-Marset scored a touchdown and Mike Strachan just caught a ball. Adam Thielen's got 3 catches, though. That's cool.
And we wonder why Bryce Young's not having much success early on.
I know.
Right,
I really had no idea.
Not to go
who
back to the
that guy
same topic,
was.
but if you flip Stroud and Young,
Oh,
what happens here?
So-
Is Young great in
So
Houston?
Stroud probably still plays somewhat better than Bryce Young, but a lot of the issues still happen because a lot of the things that are happening with Young is the defensive line's getting to him all the time because his offensive line stinks. So his footwork's bad. Once his footwork gets bad, everything else goes bad. So it's I don't know. It's
There
just
we go. There's
it
Chuba.
piles on to right.
And I think we
the bad-
gotta talk
the bad
about-
piles up, and then all of a sudden he starts making mistakes you don't normally see him make.
I think we got to
Okay.
talk about
And I think
coaching
Stroud would be
too
the
with
same
Frank
way.
Reich. I mean, why did they rush to go? I believe Frank Reich was the first head coach hired too in this
Was he?
cycle.
Yeah, I think he was
Yeah.
hired very quickly.
And I don't know why. What did he do with the
Because
Colts to
Tepper-
really
David
make it?
Tepper definitely has no vision for what he wants.
Well, did you see what? I'm not a soccer fan, but I saw the tweet this week.
Oh, yeah,
I think it's
fired-
Charlotte
fired-
FC.
yeah.
Third, I think is owned the team for 4 years.
Yep.
3 coaches have been fired.
Look,
now.
if you want to be a soccer guy, you're talking to the right guy.
But I'm
If
just saying,
this,
like,
if this game gets
seems
boring,
incompetent.
we can hook you up with some Premier League bets for the weekend. All
Yeah, no, thank
I don't know if I'll be awake in time.
Yeah,
That's a Sunday
no.
morning thing.
First quarter just ended 7-3 Panthers. We're here at Paddy Whacks. Thank you, Miller Lite. We're
Oh, the
giving away-
first the first quarter ended.
first quarter ended.
Wow.
And John Jansen,
Yes, Joe Tanzi.
there are 2 guys I think you would know on this list.
Oh boy. Oh, the Harlan Hill.
The Harlan
Oh, you
Hill
looked it
list.
up.
I
Thank
have it
you.
up.
I thought you were going with the Panthers roster.
Oh.
No, well, yeah, that's next.
Two
That's
more guys.
absolutely next.
I could not have named that wide receiver, by the way. I said it was Tommy Tremble. It wasn't even a tight
Oh,
end.
he's tight end. He's close enough.
See, I thought he was 80. He's 82. I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are 3.
Can you
Can you
What-
name?
would I get it if you named the colleges that they were from?
Mm,
I would not have
I
gotten
want to
it.
hop in on this challenge. I might be
Okay.
able to get it.
actually,
Beef
there's
would definitely.
there's a 2-time.
Are they more college fame? No, it would be more
No, no,
NFL,
no.
obviously.
There's
They're
a.
in
There's a.
D2.
All right. I am. 3 clues. Ready?
I am. Don't do that.
I am.
Don't be all game host on
a
me.
2-time Harlan Hill Trophy winner.
2-time?
I am a Super Bowl champion.
A lot of people are Super Bowl champions.
Like most Harlan Hill winners.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tyson Bagent's well on his way.
And I am
Team
notable for being from Nebraska.
from Nebraska? So he didn't play at Nebraska. He's not a corn.
He wasn't good enough in college to play at Nebraska. That should be a hint.
So he's famous for being from there? How can you be famous from being from Nebraska if you're not in
Because
Nebraska
that was part of his
University?
story.
Did he go to
Peyton
Hillis?
No.
Damn it! Did he go to Chardon State?
There we
Peyton
go.
Hillis is
There we go.
definitely
Yeah,
Nebraska.
he's got to
Is
be.
this number 39,
Yeah,
Mr. Daniel Woodhead?
Yeah.
Danny Woodhead.
What?
He's a man.
Beef.
He's a man after my own heart.
Oh my!
That's some
God.
that's some Jets Rex Ryan hard knock from back in the day. That's how I know that
Is
one.
Danny Woodhead known for
This-
being from Nebraska?
Yeah, because it was part of his story.
I don't know his
He
story.
ran-
Exactly. Well, you
Enlighten
didn't
us.
pay attention enough.
I know he played for the Patriots.
I'm not going to give away the answer to you.
Danny Woodhead. Oh my god!
The other 2-time Harlan Hill winner.
Was Austin Eckler one? I just
no.
they had the Division II stat about him earlier.
Okay, you will not get this one.
Don't underestimate beef.
All right, I'm a trivia guys. Here we go.
Dump the beef.
All right, I am a quarterback. I had a brief stint with the Atlanta Falcons, and I won the Harlan Hill Trophy at the start of the 2000s.
Oh,
Sage Rosenfels?
Iowa State, not D2.
Gus Farad.
Before
How long
before
did he?
Vic?
How long did he play in Atlanta?
1 year, not even.
Before Vic?
2002. There's Tommy Tremble, by the way.
So I was 3.
Was it BV or AV? Before Vic or after Vic?
I don't know the exact timeline.
Oh.
You got me.
I want to say he might have been left-handed too.
What?
But not confirmed on that.
This is made up. You're making this.
His name sounds made up.
I have no idea. I'm clueless. I got nothing. You got a beef? Yeah,
I see his
I'm
mind
out.
processing.
I think I'm out.
I was 3 years old.
Dusty Bonner.
Who the heck is that?
I know Matt Bonner, the sharpshooting
He had,
Spurs.
Look, it's the
Matt
Harlan Hill
Bonner.
Trophy.
That's a Madden creative player name.
See, exactly what I mean.
Yeah, that is a guy where you're in a Madden franchise.
Where did Dusty go though?
And you
Valdosta
create
State.
a league and
Wow.
they create the
D2
draft class
powerhouse.
AI
Back in the
generated.
day.
Dusty Bonner's like the number one overall.
Exactly. You
pick.
trade up in year 2.
Yeah, you trade up for trade up for a Dusty Bonner. Absolutely.
Look,
He's your franchise quarterback now.
I was told I got to bring something special to this, so we brought trivia. It's still 7-3.
We have trivia?
It's 3rd and 11. I mean, what else do you want from this game? See, it's just an incompletion.
Just one. Has he completed a pass yet? He's
Yeah.
completed a screen pass.
He has it over in his rushing yard. He just hit that bomb to Michael
Oh,
Strahan.
that's
Yeah.
right. Wait, did they call that back?
Nah, they're right down there around the 15 right now.
That is the ugliest hat. That's the worst hat I've ever seen. Like it's
You
a
could say you
combination of a
found a
Panthers
gap
hat and the Rob Lowe hat
in the
from like
defense
years
for
ago
Michael
with the
Strahan.
NFL
That
logo.
is
Like,
true.
what the hell?
See what he did
Did you
there.
just make a Michael Strahan gap joke? Jeez,
Sure did.
Joe. What year is this?
Happy Thursday Night Football. Dusty Bonner and Michael Strahan.
Oh, that was such an ugly kick. He got it though.
All right,
Points.
points.
We got
Points.
13 points.
Look. Points are points.
Points are points.
Going
See,
up?
that's going up. We're getting points here. This is a high scoring affair.
But see, at least they're moving the ball. At least it's not like the Jets on Monday night where like Zach Wilson was just back there to be tackled.
The more
Oh.
important thing is James Madison and Kent State already hit the over with 4 minutes to go in
Well
college
done,
basketball.
Beef. Did you have the? I'm guessing you had the
Can I-
over.
can I
I
take
was
you
on
home
Well
with me?
done, Beef.
In a non-sexual way. Can I take you home with me and we can just watch college basketball all season?
She was like,
That's how they get you.
she was like, I need a friend.
It's the start of every horror movie.
We don't have an extra bed though.
Joe
He wasn't
just told her-
cute. He just knew college basketball random stats.
Joe, the thing is, you told us earlier that all you do is just watch football on the couch by yourself in bed. So that was definitely that was not like a joke. You were
Well-
definitely saying, "Beef, you're gonna come home and watch the college football."
Yeah,
with
I
me.
mean,
I
yeah,
cannot be alone
you,
anymore.
Now you do have to deal with my wife's
cannot
really
be alone.
scorching hot sports takes. No, they're actually scorching hot.
Beef
we-
does know his college football.
We
though.
call
I'll
her
give
the
him
female
that.
Skip Bayless. But look, he's a man after my own heart. You got any other sicko?
I was going to say any other bets for tonight?
You got any
College football.
basketball?
We're off to a hot start in college basketball. 79% through 3 days.
Dang!
We've already hit the over in the Rhode Island Fairfield game as well
God,
Why are you betting Rhode Island?
what a
Fairfield?
beautiful
because
man.
it's a winner.
How-
That's you know what? That's
It's a
great.
winner.
It's a
How
fantastic.
come-
And we got
answer.
Chicago State as the
How-
dog of the day.
how-
We're-
oh,
that's
that's
pure
gross.
sicko mode.
That's gross.
I have the under in Mercer, Chicago State, my friend.
Mercer lost to a Division II game in their Division II team in their first game. Chicago State 16-11 against the spread last year.
Why?
The college basketball podcast is going to slap, Sean.
Why?
You don't have to worry about any college basketball all year. We just tell you who's good. Look, Monday
USD overs.
Monday nights in the SWAC is where it's at.
Not
Where you can't even like track the game. Like there's no information on the game itself.
Hey, look who's
well. Last
look who's
night we
there.
had San Diego
Jason
over
Kelsey.
Jackson State.
That's the worst part.
Round of applause for Jason Kelsey
If
on the broadcast.
If you've ever
What?
bet Monday night college basketball in January, you can. No, what is it? The box score that we always use for Villanova.
Stat broadcast.
Yeah, stat broadcast,
broadcast.
Does not exist.
No. Stat broadcast is a lifesaver.
You-
By the
you-
way, Jason Kelsey on the broadcast. Is the NFL trying to parade him around because he's now a sexiest man of the year finalist? Is that why they're doing this? Like, let us show off our products, Jason Kelsey.
I just don't.
This beautiful man here.
It's his 1 week off. You see how much of a
I know, 1
family
week
man
off,
he
and
is,
and
then you're flying him out to Chicago. I mean, hopefully he gets to go home for the weekend. But I mean, we were talking about it earlier before the stream started. Once he's done, he's going to be one of those top guys in the media.
Oh, he doesn't even need to do traditional media. He could do whatever he wants.
He's set up for life. I mean, you can just see how beloved he is, not just by Philadelphia, but I think by the entire NFL community. He's going to have opportunities galore if he wants to expand behind the podcast. But, I mean, you're already kind of seeing the future with him, as you saw with some of the other guys.
All right, so we are live stream. Paddy Whacks, Miller Lite got us out here. If you are here, you need to put your name in for the giveaway. We're giving away some tickets, Eagles, 49ers. But I do want to get to this week because this game right now, Chicago does have it.
Before you do that, we need to manifest some Cole Kmet.
What are we manifesting?
Anything Cole Kmet right now.
Okay. Anything Cole Kmet?
Well,
you need everything.
We'll get like one catch on this drive and like start there. Roll out.
Oh, no.
There he is.
Wow.
Manifest.
Speak it into existence.
And the
reception, about like 6 yards. All it takes is one to get the train rolling. See?
The train rolling.
The train is on the tracks now. Where we got momentum on this parlay. Actually, it's actually looking pretty good with 4 minutes more.
It's not bad. It's looking good. Cole Kmet's looking good.
Just like you. You're not bad. You're looking good.
I'm looking terrible. I'm not looking Jason Kelsey good. All right, so I do want to
take the compliment, John.
Since we are kind of waiting for Chicago, 31. Nope, toss plays don't work. Okay, maybe they do.
They do when you're playing the Panthers.
Make the guy works. It works when you play the Panthers. Yes, it does. All right, so let's get to any bets for this weekend, NFL. What do we got? Outside of Thursday Night Football, it's a weird card. I know, Coil, Beef, you're still in Survivor, and you're going with Cincinnati, right?
Cincy, yeah.
Cincy. Why are you going Cincy?
A lot of my good teams out of the way. I was between them and the Seahawks, Commanders. But I think the Seahawks,
Those are the only two, because I feel like most of the good teams everybody's taken, and Dallas especially.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's either Cincinnati or Seattle.
Yeah, but I think the Seattle Commanders game is going to be like a weird, high-scoring game where I can definitely see either team coming up top. So this is we're getting down to the nitty gritty. You're in double-digit weeks now. You're going to have to start taking some tough games.
And look, I think it's a good spot as well because Houston's coming off of that really big high of 470 yards of CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Houston does not throw for 400 yards every game.
And
Houston,
I think it was 2 weeks ago they lost to this Panthers team. Like, they played the Bucks last week. The Bucks benefited from that easy start.
Bucks give up a lot of yards too.
They got out to a good start. They're not a good football team. That was a bad game last week, and I think they're getting a little bit overhyped. I mean, when the Texans play good teams, they don't show up really, except that one game against the Jaguars.
CJ Stroud is a legitimate MVP candidate. What are you talking about?
I believe
he's going to win the MVP. It's already locked up.
17th in the odds, I think I saw, which was, if you're a Texans fan and you said he's minus 500 to win the Rookie of the Year right now, you're 4-4, and he's 17th in the MVP
Great
odds.
spot. I think
10 weeks, I'll take it.
Their win total coming into the year was 6.5.
Yeah,
I still think
Texans are well on their way to get. What's that?
I still think 17th is crazy for him. You're telling me there's not 17 guys that are more deserving of MVP than him?
Well, because a lot of
you
it
look
is because
at
of his team.
Most valuable.
It's all about the hype train.
He's a quarterback of the Houston Texans throwing to Nico Collins and Tank Dell. It's like,
put some respect.
But that's what's
on
going to work
Tank Dell.
against him. He's on the Houston Texans, and they're going to win 6-7 games this year. So they're not going to win enough games for him to be
in the consideration at the end. But I mean,
he can maybe win the Harlan Hill if he wants to. But
he's no Danny Woodhead, though.
You're right. He is no Danny Woodhead. Didn't he play? No, I'm thinking wrong play. That's Julian Edelman that played lacrosse. Did Danny Woodhead play lacrosse?
Chris Hogan.
Chris Hogan,
Yeah,
that's who it was.
Penn State
Wrong
lacrosse.
white Patriots guy.
Penn State lacrosse, Monmouth football.
Monmouth
Monmouth football,
That's what it was.
yeah.
Penn State lacrosse. Why? How? The world may never know.
Dude, Bill Belichick might have lost his touch finding these guys out of the woodworks. Where have they been lately?
That is true. Ever since
the
he
great
really
passed him
was a
by.
break.
Big time.
Well, I mean, finding the Danny Woodheads, the Chris Hogans, the Julian Edelman. Where are those guys at?
I agree, but
Well,
were those
also
guys those guys because of Brady?
Well,
Fair.
yeah, I was about to
Okay.
say a lot of
Fair.
what was made with those guys was Brady, and
Fair.
now you can't make those. Now he's signing Devontae Parker to contracts that he shouldn't be signing him
Absolutely.
to. So it's,
Have you
it
heard the
doesn't-
name Juju Smith-Schuster since week 1 against
Also
the
a
Eagles?
bad wide receiver. He was bad when Kansas City signed him.
But I'm like,
But Kansas
Yeah.
City, it works because you have Patrick Mahomes. It's not going to work when
They
you're
can't
Mac Jones.
do anything with skill position. I mean, you look over the past few drafts, free agency signings.
It's awful.
Kendrick Bourne, their best.
Are we
guy?
betting any Patriots Colts? I think the
I-
total is 42.5. I think I like the under in that game.
I like the
Yeah.
under. I actually took Patriots to win. I
like that.
think they're a bad team, but I don't think they're bad enough to fall to 2-8. And Gardner Minshew,
Gardner Minshew's just
it's
not
an
good.
overseas game as well. It's one of those weird games. I think it's going to be an ugly game, but it's one of those things where I got the Patriots at plus 100. You get them at plus money there. I think it's a good spot for them to get a win.
Yeah, the overseas game, it's really the under that's hitting a lot in those games, and now we have two bad offenses. And Gardner Minshew's just not playing well. I know they had 27 points against the Panthers, but still, it's Carolina. I just don't think in Germany that game's going to be very high scoring. So I like the under in that one, but it's going to be very ugly.
Gardner Minshew is a guy that I struggle to bet against, though. That I feel like every once in a while he can just
Are
pull
you sure? Are
something
you
out.
sure about that?
But that's
I
like he
am,
just
though.
had a
Are you
good
sure
game
about that?
against. He just had a good game against the Panthers, so now
Right.
he's
He
due
had an
for
okay game.
he's due for a stinker.
Sure.
But the Colts, like points wise, I think you got to give Shane Steichen a lot of credit. I mean, Gardner
Steichen has done an awesome job.
Gardner
there.
Minshew's leading them to. I don't know exactly off the top of my head, but I would bet they're top 10 in the NFL in points per game, and not exactly the most explosive offensive weapons. You know, Jonathan Taylor has been eased back in. Zach Moss had a good year. Pittman, but outside of that, you don't really have much in the passing game. And Shane Steichen has led that offense to a lot of points.
Yeah, it's really, and he was doing that with Richardson too.
Yep.
I thought the
Yeah.
game plans that he had, just the scheme and the things that he does in terms of making a quarterback feel comfortable, fit what they do. He ran an offense essentially, and it worked with Jalen Hurts that way.
Yeah.
And he knew obviously the lessons he learned with calling plays with Jalen Hurts. He used that with Anthony Richardson, but it's not like they're running the same exact offense with Minshew. Obviously, it changes up, and it's just working extremely well for them. So I think Steichen. I mean, that was an excellent hire.
It's a bummer about Anthony Richardson, too, is I think he would have been a guy giving C.J. Stroud a run for his money for the Rookie of the Year race. That he really impressed me through the
Anthony
first couple-
Richardson was very impressive.
Yeah.
I loved what I saw from him.
I feel terrible for Richardson because I think he's the guy that actually needed to play the most. That was the thing
Yeah.
about him.
For sure.
Lack
for
of
sure.
reps in college, lack of experience. And you saw the flashes early on. He had some, bad plays
that
at the
was-
beginning.
He
you saw the
certainly did have
flashes.
there were some bad plays, but overall, I thought he did see things very
Way
well.
better, yeah.
Like that was something in Florida that everybody said that I was starting to see people talk about. It wasn't just he couldn't see things. Just Florida didn't have a lot to see at times. Like there wasn't a lot there for him. But when there was something to be made, when there was a time where he could progress 1, 2, 3, 4, and there was a chance to do it, he actually did it. He knew what he was doing out there, and I think it translated really well. So I think Richardson's been awesome. I could use a breather.
And when you look at Bryce Young, you look at C.J. Stroud, those were guys that
I think Bryce just
major
needs a mic.
years.
When Bryce and Beef get on the mic together, it is just fire.
But you look at Young, you look at Stroud, they had major reps in college.
College career,
Richardson by far had the least amount of experience.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't think off the top of my head who was the fourth quarterback selected.
Levis?
Yeah, Will Levis.
Will Levis, and then I think it was Hendon Hooker after that. I mean, Levis through 2 weeks has looked pretty solid
Yeah,
as well.
he absolutely
We haven't seen
has.
anything out of Hooker though yet.
I like Hendon Hooker, too. I'm not putting him away. I think he'll get a chance to shine. Probably won't be this year, but I think down the road, he'll get an opportunity.
Absolutely. No, I
Yeah,
agree with that.
and I'm curious to see if the Lions kind of long term. I think this year with the team that they have, see how far Jared Goff can take them, and if they feel like they might need an upgrade at quarterback, they go in a different direction because that's where Hendon Hooker could potentially get that experience. But I also heard earlier in the week when once Carson Wentz got signed, they brought up a good point. Stetson Bennett was drafted by the Rams, and he's been on the non-football injury list or whatever that list is. He's been nowhere to be found. The Rams have said nothing about him. So where is Stetson Bennett is another good
where is
question
Stetson
as well.
Bennett? I like that.
Stetson Bennett's going to be an amazing trivia question in about 20 years.
yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
I was pulling for him,
I was too.
Two-time national champion quarterback.
He might be older than Carson Wentz
and
right
nobody
now.
gave him a chance, right? And the main reason was on DraftKings when he got drafted, there was crazy money to be made simply by him being drafted.
Wow.
It was something so crazy where it was a 4th round pick, we paid out like plus 500, 6th round pick, like 2 something.
Wow.
And, dude, what did he go 3rd?
Fourth round. I
Did
want
he
to
go
say like
fourth?
around like 100 overall.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
That was one of the fun things during COVID to bet on NFL draft pick over unders. I remember hitting Jake Fromm. He was like 63.5 or something. He went like 150. That
Dude.
was like a big winner there.
Might have been one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen. No, excuse me. He was one of the worst quarterbacks ever.
What about Tyson Bagent tonight?
I would take Tyson Bagent over him.
Where is
Wow.
Jake Fromm? He might be hanging out with Tommy DeVito in the Giants practice
He
squad
was.
this
Well,
week.
Jake Fromm, that's who we saw him played with last.
Yeah.
All right, so we got something going on at Paddy Whacks here, man. Upstairs, you see all
Okay.
these kids?
Yeah.
All these kids are getting
I've
out.
heard this
and-
is a Temple bar on like a Thursday night. That's where they go.
But this
Jake
is-
Fromm's on Washington?
Is he? But this is something like not a formal, but like
I see the
yeah.
dresses.
you got the dude.
Oh,
It's like
wow.
a college formal. It's I think fraternity sorority type deal.
Oh yeah, we're they're suited up.
I'm 24. I think I could still find my way upstairs.
What are those things called? I wasn't a fraternity guy, so I don't know. But
Formal.
Yeah,
Formal.
Is it formal?
you're good.
Yeah,
All right.
that's the word.
You're good.
all right, I'll drink.
Just straight fireball upstairs all night though.
Fireball and kamikaze upstairs. Let's go. Beef.
I
Tim
Uber,
O'Keefe.
here, so I'm good to go.
Nice. Tim O'Keefe, what's happening, man?
I'm here out on a Thursday night watching football with you guys. What could be better? It's a magical
My
day.
man, great to have you. I'm glad you were able to make it down. Of course, Sean Bernard now on the mic.
Yes, sir.
Sean, what's the score in that the one game that went off at 7? Was it Indiana and Milwaukee? You got a
Yeah.
score for me?
I saw Milwaukee was up early. Milwaukee is up pretty significantly early. I don't know if that's changed by now, and it does not look 104-97 Bucks with 9 minutes left. So
All right.
Bucks holding strong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gave that play out on picks and roll a little earlier.
Mhm.
All right. To the game, we're 10-3 here. Second quarter, not a touchdown scored. So if you did bet it, I think Tansy said it was plus 220, no touchdown quarter. Plus 220? No point. Oh, no points. Oh,
Wow.
okay. I thought it was a no
That
touchdown.
was only
All right.
plus 220. Wow.
All right, so second quarter's dead. Second quarter is dead with the field goal, 2 field goals, whatever it was. Anyways, yeah. I feel pretty comfortable about the under right now. What are we looking at the live line here?
There we go. Moving back down.
29.5?
39.
Oh, okay. So it went up.
It was up to 42 a little bit ago.
Yeah, so it's been bouncing.
Yeah.
We got 13 points on the
Yeah,
board.
I don't know what they're
You mean to
seeing,
tell
man.
me we're getting to 39?
Field
Yeah.
position on this one? I think they're getting the ball. Yeah, right around the 50.
I just don't see touchdowns.
No.
I see punt, field goal, punt. Our touchdown is a punt return touchdown.
I think I see one more touchdown the rest of the game. I hate to say it because that sucks.
And I hate to
know
be
this is
this
a
guy, but I've always been an NFL fan. This year, I've converted more to college just because I think the offense in the NFL has been so bad this year. I don't get up for it like I used to. I
Those-
feel like an old man saying that, but
Definitely been an under year.
the
Yeah.
college
Very
Oh, yeah.
football slate has been a lot more, I think, entertaining this year than NFL.
I won't argue that at all, but I would just push back and say I think last year is pretty boring too. Look, I read the list last week about like the 12 quarterbacks that were starting, and they were all atrocious. Like,
Yeah.
they were bad quarterbacks. There's 12 of them starting for the NFL franchises. Like,
I think
that's where it
last
starts and ends.
I think last year, though, we were so enamored with the Eagles and the special season that they were having because a lot of people expected them to compete for a division, but I don't think be as dominant as they were. And I think I was just so hooked to that the entire season where I didn't really pay attention too much to what else was going on. This year, coming into the year, everyone had the expectations where you kind of got a better look around the league a little bit more. And it's just been, I think, suspect play kind of all around. I mean, you look at the primetime games. If you bet every primetime game under, you're rolling. in
Oh
it right
God,
now.
yeah, killing it.
I feel like one of my complaints about college football in general was there's so much separation between the top and bottom. And I feel like the NFL is kind of trending towards that.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's the very good
Even
teams.
more so.
Yeah, even more so. Which I feel like it's much more like that these past couple years than used to be the case.
Yeah, like
you put either of these teams on the field with the Eagles, or I
yeah.
think the Ravens right now are the best team in the AFC. This isn't even a ball game. Like it's a completely different sport, and you can say all you want about how the Eagles might not look as dominant as they did last year, but still, they're playing a different sport than Carolina and Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Night and day.
100%.
Night and day. Just from speed on the field, coaching, technique, dumb decisions, dumb play calls, dumb.
like that.
Yeah, like, dude, don't throw the ball across the field like that. Right?
I think this might be the matchup of the worst two coaches in the NFL at the moment. Top
Eberflus.
my head.
Definitely Bears coach is
Yeah.
a
He
joke.
should have never got hired in the first place.
No idea how he did, but
I'm not
Let's
ready to
go.
put Frank right there yet.
as
but,
they're
you
showing
know, give it a
Kelsey
little
right
time.
now, look at this.
Sexiest man.
This is great. Sexiest man in America. How you like that?
I would pay a ridiculous amount of money to listen to the call when he got told, "Hey, Jason,
Yeah.
you're being considered for sexiest man." I'd pay.
But
way
it's funny
too
because
much.
Travis got named the world's sexiest athlete, but I guess
Did he?
Jason Kelsey's just
Man.
Man.
Not the bra-
He's
brother.
just, he's just beef. He's just beef.
So
right
this
out
was
there.
just asked to me because I said I do think that People Magazine with the sexiest man alive. Look at that guy. You know what type of dedication it takes to dress up like that? Ah, it's got paws.
for your 2 and
It's got
17.
paws. Wow. Like that's
I
got
respect it.
serious dedication. The strap on the shoulder pads, the bare head, the paws,
Wow.
dial up the face paint, and walk in to a Bears Panthers Thursday night game. 2 and
Yeah.
7. We're going deep.
Take a
Agent.
shot.
He swatted it down. All right.
Yeah.
So what I would say is this: People Magazine, sexiest man alive.
Mhm.
That's not something that they're pulling on a whim. So they were talking about Jason Kelsey a couple months ago. It's not because of Taylor Swift. It might be because of Taylor Swift and Travis that he was selected.
Well, he's been. Go ahead. my
But I would say
It's because he's the sexiest man alive.
He
That's
is.
why he's getting nominated.
he's a hot bod,
He is.
bro.
I mean, he's the ideal male figure.
peak performance. Yeah. And he's been
peak male-
everywhere.
Yes, he
Peak male
has.
performance.
Everywhere. The
So
Amazon show.
yeah.
Everything.
That's a good call.
That's,
Amazon,
That's a
yeah,
good reason why
everything.
he's here tonight, probably as well with his he has the
Documentary.
Amazon
Yeah.
documentary.
Ah, nice
didn't think about
call.
that.
Luke,
And
joining
call.
us right now. We got to introduce you, bro. Luke Arcaney, Phillies insider, all things MLB for the Gambler. Luke. What's up, Luke?
what's going on?
We traded Nick Castellanos?
Now,
Not having it.
now, Reese won't be back, unfortunately, but I don't think Castellanos is going anywhere.
We are recording tomorrow, brand new episode of Luke and I. But look, it's happening. This is what happens when you go to the World Series, Powers. The season
Wow.
ends.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
This is what happens when you go to the playoffs. Damn it, I misspoke. The season ends and it automatically begins.
Just remember, Chase Elliott had a clean slide back
Hey.
in 15. Don't worry.
Powers, have you figured out who the hell your manager is yet?
Carlos Mendoza. Frank the Tank was happy. I saw.
Oh,
Yeah.
Frank the Tank was at it?
Just make Frank the Tank the manager.
Yeah.
So they will lose
At this point.
110 games every year that he's ever the manager.
No, did he?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, for crying
You
out
would've said that,
loud.
right?
If you hired Jesus Christ as the manager of that baseball team, he would have still been mad. He
Dude,
said he would have died again or something.
dude, he is just ridiculous. They found him. They struck gold.
Corey's just happy because Aaron Boone's now the best manager in New York.
Oh, yeah. Who was at the Eagles game on Sunday? How about that?
Wow.
All right, Thursday night football. Bears, Panthers, 10-3. Yeah, let's keep Kelsey here as much as we can. We
Plenty of screen time.
got to hope the sexiest man alive can help with the audience draw.
What about Kylie Kelsey though? I don't think she gets enough credit in the media.
I got to
right now.
question her, how did that happen?
Tinder. They met
Yeah,
on
Tinder,
Tinder.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
the
didn't
whole
know.
story.
I am
They
watching
talked about it in the
Netflix.
documentary.
Buffalo
They met on-
Billiards,
they met on
right around here.
No
Met on
way.
Tinder, went out on a date like one night at a bar, and
Kelsey passed out at the bar, and Bo Allen had to carry him home.
Yeah.
And then they were like, he was like, "All right, let's try this again." She's
They
a local.
talked
She's a
all about
local
it, yeah.
girl
It's-
too.
Oh,
It's a
my
funny story.
goodness.
it's a
Oh,
funny
I didn't
story.
know that. Tender. Are you kidding me?
So haven't been on
How are
Tinder
you
in
a
a while.
professional
but
athlete
I bet
gotta
he
be on
has a bunch
Tinder?
of ads on there now. It was young in his career.
Yeah.
And
You gotta do what
apparently
you gotta do.
he posted no pictures like football related or anything.
And she recognized
Yeah.
him. And like, because there's a picture of him like on the sideline, but it
yeah.
was like cut so you couldn't really tell. And she's like, all right, so this is either Jason Kelsey or somebody pretending to be Jason Kelsey. Either way, it's going to be funny. So I'll go on this day.
Hoping it was Jason
Yeah,
Kelsey.
for sure. And it was.
Field goal up and good. It is 10-6. Let's go.
We got a barn burner here.
Yeah.
Woo! There it is.
There he is. Sexiest man alive.
Does he get another shot with her if he's not Jason Kelsey?
Good
though?
question.
No.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Hell
One and done.
no.
Also, speaking of Al Michaels, do you know what he got traded for? Because he was signed to ABC, and NBC wanted him.
I believe it was Mickey Mouse or
Oswald the Rabbit,
There we
the
go.
Wow.
original
like that.
version made by Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse.
How about that?
So NBC owned the rights because he drew it as an employee of NBC. So all he did was change the rabbit into a mouse and became a gazillionaire.
Wow.
But eventually, Disney wanted it back to make a video game, so they traded Al Michaels to Thursday Night Football.
Really?
So yeah, you thought
When did
Tansy
this
was the only
happen?
one with trivia?
all the way back in the day.
I was going to say, what year?
So
I
now we
I know a
know
little bit of sports.
Nice.
Danny Woodhead was a 2-time Division II Heisman winner,
Right.
and Al Michaels got traded for a cartoon character.
Yeah, there
I
you
like
go.
that.
How would you feel getting traded for a cartoon character? How would that one sit on your mental?
I would just say check Al Michaels' bank account. I'd say
But,
probably not
yeah,
too
but he
bad.
didn't have any at that point in time, right?
Yeah, I
would
guess
guess
so.
not. Yeah.
So it's like, I got traded for a freaking
Not what he had
cartoon.
now.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, we're giving these tickets away at halftime. We got some people in the house here at Paddy Whacks. Great bartending, great staff here. Great bartenders, excuse me. Great staff.
We got to get a peek
We
upstairs.
got some nice
What's
shirts
going
up
on
here
there?
too, man.
Hey,
Some
now.
nice,
Yeah, we'll give
nice
those away at
quality
halftime
shirts
too
up
as
here,
well.
too.
My goodness. Yeah, there's a lot going on upstairs. I'll
Yeah,
just say
It's
that.
a shame none of those kids threw it in for the free tickets.
Well, I was gonna go up there and parade around, have them sign some slips, but you know darn well they're not here for us. So we got a couple
Yeah.
people that are here for us. We're gonna hook them up with an opportunity to win some cool items courtesy of Miller Lite. Of course, we appreciate everybody checking us out. All things YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, streaming. Fox Sports, The Gambler.
Can I say something about the 76ers while we're in a commercial?
Oh, please do.
I would love it.
I'm ready for the 3-game losing
There it
streak
is.
in about a month where everyone starts complaining that they don't have a third star. I'm just going to say it now because all I see now is, oh, we just got to get role players. We just got to get role players. And my mind just goes to 4 minutes left, game 6. Jason Tatum didn't hit a shot for 2 whole games, and he completely takes the game over, and we lose. And I am just picturing the same thing happening again. I would
I'm
like
just
to
in the
hear your
mindset
points.
right now that I don't like. At least with how the team is looking right now, I don't feel like they need a third star.
But we're also 7
Correct.
games
Yeah.
into this
Correct.
season.
Yeah. What
It's
do you-
not even December yet.
And
People are like, oh, the deadline.
But-
the deadline.
Oh
The
my!
deadline's not till when?
Oh, that's a
January?
great-
I mean, are you
Football
kidding me?
game
Next week? All right, hang on. You ready? All right, let me interject in this conversation. This is gonna be good. You ready? So originally we were supposed to be here next Thursday, but I'm going to the Tool concert, so I had them bump it up to this week. How about that? Wow. Now, my brain is definitely working a little extra here. So I think what had happened was then we were supposed to be here last Thursday, Tennessee, Pittsburgh. And then something happened with Paddy Whacks, so we had to bump it here. I know. So I guess the
The
Yeah.
Panthers are 0-4 when scoring first this season.
That just seems impossible.
That is incredible. I mean, that is absolutely incredible. That is incredible.
swing it.
And who is this guy?
This game.
15.
that was the punt returner, right?
Number 15 for the
Think he
Carolina
was-
Panthers.
I don't know.
If you're in
Gotta
Bryce
hyphenate.
Young's helmet right now, what are you saying? Let's just take this to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah,
2-minute
Just
warning.
figure it out.
2-minute warning. Calm down, Bryce. Calm down. 2-minute warning.
Bryce Young was not built to play in the cold.
I don't know how we went into the NFL slate this Sunday, like how far we went in. But there's a huge game, at least for me, that I was looking at on the sports book.
You know what I was just
Side
thinking
of
about
it.
though, real quick? Every girl out there has a guy,
Brady's still doing math in his head right now.
right? It's a formal.
That is a good
It's
point.
a formal.
Yeah. So if you're a single
What's the
man,
conclusion?
if you're a single man, you got no shot.
Right here. They're right
Where,
here.
up there?
Everyone sign them.
That's the key to get them in.
Sign them.
You got to sign the cards.
Sign
Yeah.
up.
That's my point. My point is every girl has a man up
Yeah.
there. She's got a date.
Yeah.
How you pulling that away? You can't.
Generally, there's a handful that goes south throughout the night.
Do you know
There's,
that?
there's always at least
The man, the myth, the legend, the great Marty. Marty, say hello to the people. Just wave to the people. Wave to the people. Wait, yeah. Marty. Marty from Miller Lite. Thank you very much. You the man. Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you.
Great stuff. No.
Not at all.
Never
Thank God.
did.
I'm
Never
on the
did.
under. Bye, guys. Awesome. Once again, we're giving these tickets away courtesy of Miller Lite 49ers and Eagles December 3rd at the Link. We got a lot of people here at Paddy Whacks down on South Street. So, of course, we will be shouting this out at halftime, give you a little something to look forward to. Thursday Night Football, not much delivering as far as what is taking place on the screen, but these tickets are going to deliver in a big way. So, Gronk. Why do we make Gronkowski like an actual analyst?
I don't know.
When you
Why do we
said
do that?
Gronk, I thought you were going to say, are the Eagles making a call for him?
No.
Filling at tight end.
Hello.
Julio to tight end. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
You know,
Just move
Gronk's
Julio
the
to tight
same
end.
age as Travis Kelce.
Yes.
Is he really?
Yeah.
But he has 9 more broken legs.
For sure. And back and
Forearm,
arm and
yeah,
everything
whatever.
else. Yeah.
He broke, actually, I think, everything in
Yeah.
his body at one
Gronk is as close to a channel changer as it gets for me.
I don't find him entertaining.
It's like
No.
that
No.
castle, man.
He's just really loud. Like
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
yeah, it's just not.
And then
it's
just
not
shotgun a beer and walk away from the
Bill
screen.
Belichick once told me at halftime. All right, dude. I don't know. It is all about the name. We know that.
What is Ryan Fitzpatrick wearing tonight? What is that shirt he's
Again, you
He's
guys are
been
looking
everywhere
at the wrong thing, man. Again, like I just don't know how you look at that screen and care about anything Ryan Fitzpatrick. Krista Thompson is just
It's because you go left to right.
reading a book up there. Reading a book.
progressions. 1, 2. Oh my
What is
God.
going on?
Speaking of progressions.
It's not even halftime.
Wow.
We're supposed to be encouraging the
I thought
listeners.
this was. I thought this was the third quarter. It's not even halftime.
No, because at halftime we give out the 49ers Eagles tickets courtesy of Miller Lite.
There we go.
That a boy beef.
Got to keep him engaged somehow.
I do think Gronk is like the closest thing to a Blue Mountain State character
Yeah.
just in real life. Like that, you could squint your eyes and see that castle,
Yes, sir.
Stupid.
the goat house.
Yeah, he I get it. He won the Super Bowl a couple times with the Patriots. He's a character, but putting him on television to give us his opinion kind of lacking a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit.
kind of one of those things. You're bigger than everyone. You're faster. You're stronger. Run this way, and Tom Brady will throw you the ball. I feel like that was more so his career than anything.
Yeah.
XO football wise.
For sure.
Everything was Tom Brady. Come to find out.
For sure.
Sorry, Bill Belichick.
Except this
You ain't
weekend,
shit.
What do you
Patriots,
expect?
Patriots money line plus 100.
Oh,
against the
here we
Colts.
go.
You see,
9:30 over in Germany.
Survivor pool play?
Bengals.
Yeah.
You see Belichick getting caught doing the walk of shame the other day?
Dude, yeah. What was that?
Yeah.
Was that like real? Did you see this?
Oh, I didn't.
No.
It's him it was on a Ring doorbell cam, and it's just him leaving this
No
house
shirt,
shirtless
like-
in the morning.
Dude, nuts. I didn't think it was real.
When you lose to
I mean,
the
it's
Washington
definitely him.
Commanders, I guess it makes you do a thing or two.
I mean, look, his owner was getting hand jobs at some, some He was, right? Like the owner is setting the standard.
Yeah.
The bar is the bar for the New England Patriots. The Patriot way is to go down to a strip mall and get a quick
hand jobs
handy
at Paddy Whacks
for $120.
Happy Thursday.
Oh, it's the truth.
Danny Woodhead
Danny Woodhead.
leaving the house.
That's like for sure him.
What?
For sure him. For
I
sure.
saw-
Whose ring doorbell is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, whoever's
Nobody
ring
knows.
doorbell is
That looks,
guilty here.
that looks like me, my senior year of college.
Bro.
Inside
Bill
job,
Belichick
whoever
is in
this is. Yeah.
the slums of Boston.
So
What is it? What's some of those names? Southie? Like, come on. I'm trying to pull.
Southie
Yeah,
something.
Southie. It's in Southie. That's crazy.
I have been hearing like some rumors though, apparently that Josh Harris, our guy Josh Harris,
Uh-oh.
wants to trade for Mr. Belichick to become his head coach.
That better not be true.
And I don't
in
know.
DC.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Come on,
Philly?
the
What?
Sixers?
Eagles? What? Yo!
Watch my guy Trent Taylor.
Why? Nah, he's actually going to the Devils.
Yeah. I bet
Is that
you.
not a flag?
I bet you Belichick could coach some hockey.
Did he not call a fair
I want to
catch?
see Bill Belichick in his second life coach
A little flop. there.
college
Big time,
lacrosse.
yeah. Big time.
Sure, he wants that too.
That's what he. I think that's like secretly what he wants to do.
Coming down the home stretch here, this tremendous first half. Panthers Bears.
Hand jobs and Paddy Whacks.
Yeesh. I mean, you think about that from Robert Kraft, right?
Really got pushed under the rug too.
Of course it did.
Rub and tug under
But
the rug.
Like Robert Kraft could have anything he wants, come to the house, but yeah, he said, you know what? I'd rather go to strip club or strip mall in some Fort Lauderdale community. Like it's unbelievable. Apparently so.
People.
Michael Rubin's wife is like, why are you hanging out with Robert Kraft again?
Don't worry about
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you
Michael
later.
Rubin's
babe.
in a world of his own.
Yeah.
He's
it. White party.
over here.
He's a gym. He's kicking it. I mean, look, he's damn good at what he does.
Oh, I mean,
He's a
he knows
maniac.
exactly what he's doing.
Raising all that money, all that capital, putting it towards just everything fanatics,
Yeah.
whatever. Turn it into an Amazon deal. I mean, they're just too big to fail.
Yeah.
All right, Thursday Night Football. Let's go, beef. I got nothing.
Got a lot of good college football games this weekend. If you
All
want
right,
to talk about that
Michigan
real
and
quick.
Penn State. Why are you so adamant about Michigan here? 5-point spread. Is this a no-brainer as far as spread is concerned? Is this a money line play? Where are we at? Happy Valley's going to be rocking.
The noon kickoff, though, does them no justice. I was at albeit the Indiana game a couple weeks ago, my first ever game there.
Yeah.
For a stadium that fits over 100,000 people, that building was dead, and it was a close game. Penn State needed a last-minute touchdown drive. I mean, I see all the people out and about tailgating early and often, but that place at night is a completely different animal than a noon kickoff, and having that is such a disservice to them. I just think Michigan is just straight up the better football team, and I don't have faith in what we've seen from Drew Aller so far to go out there. But the one thing I would say Penn State has on their side, he is very good at protecting the football. If that defense can force a turnover like we saw almost against Kyle McCord with that, whatever that was, fumble for recovery for 6, and then it got called back because of the defensive holding, that was a game-changing play. If they can have one of those and the offense can just find a way to take time off the clock, they're going to have a shot. I just don't have the faith in the offense.
All right. Now, over to the other game that Tansy was talking about with Lane Kiffin, how he's going to lose as well. They were taking on Georgia. Are you chalking that up as well?
I'm on the wrong side of Georgia every time. I'm on Ole Miss in this game. But if I'm saying take Ole Miss, you're going to want to take Georgia because I'm 0-4 betting on the Bulldogs this year. I did. But did you see what Georgia has struggled against? The teams that spread it out, Ohio State, Alabama.
Yeah.
Saving you.
It's just something about it. It's like they just
Lane's not beating Kirby.
One of these top teams is going to lose
Somebody
and
has
cause some
to.
chaos. And I'm worried my Florida State Seminoles might do it against the U. I'm worried about it. The 20-1 ticket could
Well,
go
we
down
want some anarchy.
could go up in
bet.
flames.
I'll
The
tell you straight
Chipotle
up, I
bet.
want Penn State to win that game so bad. We need it. No, I
I do
do.
too,
I
man.
do. I do.
For the entertainment factor.
Yeah, come on. It makes things interesting.
No, it doesn't, because Penn State's just going to do the exact same thing if they win that game.
Lose.
They're going to be so uncompetitive in a playoff.
Oh.
Have you seen James Franklin coach a team in a big game?
Just because they beat Michigan, I don't think they get in.
Well,
Then they would win the Big Ten
actually,
title.
I've always
they would
thought
get
that. I honestly, I thought
This is gonna break your brain.
I
Ready?
always thought. Hang on, I always thought that Ohio State was going to beat Michigan at the end of the year
I don't
in
think so.
Michigan. I know nobody has.
Of course
Nobody
not.
ever said that. Nobody's ever said that. And then all of a sudden they beat Notre Dame, right?
Yeah.
Beat Penn State.
How'd they win it though?
I'm just
They
saying.
won it with defense.
Nobody is thinking that they're gonna
Maserati
beat
Marv.
Michigan. Oh my God!
Maserati Marv, yeah.
Wow.
They're down.
Maserati Marv. Yeah. Oof.
No, so the thing is,
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh,
Who's
jeez.
next for them?
you don't want to know.
Well, the funny
I
thing
don't
is,
know. Who
PJ
is
Walker
next?
they cut at the beginning of the year, and
fine.
he went on and won games for the Browns this year.
He'll get a
I
shot
would-
at half.
I would love to know who the next man up for the Bears would be.
Boom.
I don't think you would.
Yeah, he
He's
needs.
sadistic, but yes, I would too.
That's a concussion. He's going to the tent. He's done for the next 2 games.
All
I
right,
hope
Doc.
they go down.
the
to a
hell is their
Division III
backup?
A Division
I'm
I'm
III
trying to find that
quarterback.
out right now.
He's fine.
Oh, he's all right.
No, so this breaks your brain. If Penn State beats Michigan
Yep.
and Ohio State beats Michigan beats
Ohio
Ohio State,
Yep.
3-way tie in the conference.
Yep.
The tiebreaker. Oh, I can already see.
I
your
know
brain
we
work.
talked about
talked
this. We
about
didn't
it.
know it. Yeah, we didn't know what it was.
Tiebreaker is best record of opponents they've played from the West.
Your
So where
Nittany
we at?
Lions would go dancing.
Yeah, Penn State has that.
No.
Yep. By 1 game, I believe. It's like 8 and 11
Michigan,
to like
Michigan,
7 and 10.
Michigan, Ohio State play Nebraska too,
Ohio State does not play
but
Nebraska.
Michigan's got like root for Nebraska.
Nebraska has a big one this week.
Minnesota, they're gonna win.
Yeah.
No, they play Maryland. They're gonna win. that game.
Maryland,
Maryland's another fraud. They suck.
Penn State blew the doors off.
Yeah,
them.
because that's
Wow.
what James Franklin
I-
does.
That's why I love them against Indiana. I thought that was going to be a game that they just stepped on their throat, and
right.
that came down to the last
look,
drive.
If James Franklin tells you what he's going to do every season, you take it.
I hate his press conferences too. They've just got me so mad. He's like,
I know a lot of people that just hate him.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
I'm married to one.
Wait, so Beef said today, Joe, that if he does lose, you said, I'm not putting words in your mouth, that he's on like the hot seat, right?
I mean, if they lose,
I mean, he
coming
should
into
be.
the expectations of the season, I don't think
He's
I'm not a
getting
Penn State
fired.
fan, but I don't think there's going to be any Penn State fan advocating for
They
him to
already
stay.
don't like him.
You
I think he'll get the
is there
one
a
more
chance he
year
gets
because
fired?
Aller will be his second year.
Yeah.
But it could be one of those situations where
He's
if
gotta win.
If he's hearing all this noise, he might try to jump.
But it could
Go
also be
somewhere
a
else.
situation
He's got-
where they
he's-
don't want to waste Aller as well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they want to
True.
see Aller with a new coach.
He's
And
got
the 2
nowhere.
running backs back.
There's nowhere to jump to though.
There will be somewhere that opens up.
If he
inevitably.
wanted to jump, he could have jumped.
He's
to USC.
he's only going to jump to something that's above,
Yeah,
right?
USC would have been attractive.
Or you go somewhere and you get a fresh
USC?
new start.
They're going to
No,
fire Kiffin.
no,
Is-
before Riley.
Before Riley.
Sorry,
While they were
not
going
Kiffin.
higher.
They did fire Kiffin though
Lincoln Riley, yeah.
on the tarmac.
Oh, yeah. Bajan.
No, we need that. We need that. We need that. We need that.
Yeah.
Blocking
Thank
the
you.
Come on
back.
now.
Thank you,
Come on now.
friends.
12
Come on now.
seconds.
Come on now.
Let's go.
12
Get a touchdown.
seconds. Here we go. Uh-oh. Sorry.
And down.
Empty.
Komet in the end
We're
zone.
all right. 12 seconds on the clock.
Just put it in the end.
Yeah,
Please.
I took him.
throw
I
it
took him
to-
20 yards in the second quarter, so that'll take that.
What about when Dion goes to the Raiders? James Franklin bounces to
Was
Colorado.
that a motorcycle that just drove down South Philly? You guys got motor? Not kidding. South Street, not South Philly. South Street. Sorry.
It was Trey Swift's commitment video again.
I didn't see
Quads.
that. Was
You
it?
never saw that? Oh, they rolled like
great.
quads.
Last 2 plays.
Oh! Agent.
That was awesome.
I need an anytime touchdown
hit
from
the
this
ground.
guy.
You got up. It was awesome.
Jeez.
He didn't drop it.
No.
3 seconds. We're kicking.
All right,
No, you
3
get-
seconds. 10-9 at the half. Who had it?
You're halfway there to the over.
This
you're
is
halfway there.
unbelievable.
And the Panthers get the. Oh, okay. Never mind.
I got news for you. I don't think we have I don't think we have a touchdown in
How
the
many
game.
punts have there been in this game? Well, there's one. The special teams.
I just think field goals are just going to dominate. Continue.
This is a lot better than watching Big Ten football.
Are you taking the under this week?
I've given up on Iowa.
What about the under?
Dude, what is that
I've
hat?
given up on Iowa.
I have the under.
I've given.
I think my 4th straight week, I'm going for
I-
the under like 30.
I threw in the towel on Iowa after that BS punt return got called back. That was a sign from the betting gods to not do any more of that.
But it cashed the under.
Yeah, I had Iowa like minus like. So here's the thing. I live bet them that night game back in like early October when Cooper DeJean actually rescued them. So I was like, all right, I'll trust him again. Never again. I was on the ban list.
Rents is gone,
All
though.
right. What do you say we give some tickets away and some Miller Lite prizes? Yeah. Hey,
do it.
hey. Let's turn it up a little bit here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right.
Hey.
All right, Paddy Whacks. If you entered your name to win the Eagles and 49ers tickets, please listen up one time. Courtesy of Miller Lite. Got a couple tickets in there. Thursday night football watch party. Fox Sports The Gambler with the Gambler Gang. Shout out. Appreciate everybody rolling through. Of course, number one, bartenders and wait staff, Paddy Whacks. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Make sure you take care of those guys and girls before you get out of here. Miller Lite, hooking it up once again, man. Nobody does it better than Miller Lite. We got another one coming up on the 30th. We have plenty of time to plug that. But for here right now, we're giving away a pair of 49ers and Eagles tickets December 3rd.
Yeah.
Let's go. I can promise you this. That is the most popular ticket as far as Eagles home games are concerned from here on out. Doesn't get any bigger than that. Of course, everybody wanted that rematch. What are they saying now, Luke? What are they saying now?
I don't think they want it now.
No, they don't want to
stink.
know. They lost three
stink.
straight.
They stink.
They might lose to
stink.
Jacksonville.
Straight up, they stink. They are going to lose to Jacksonville.
All right.
Jacksonville's going to win tomorrow.
First things first, we got a couple of other items we're going to give away courtesy of Miller Lite. Some great
Sunday.
Kelly Green gear.
Sunday, not tomorrow.
But what I want to do here, right now, is give away these tickets to the 49ers and Philadelphia Eagles game at Lincoln Financial Field on December the 3rd. Paddy Whacks, if you're with me, make some noise. We're going to put that one down for second. Put that one back in the box. I haven't looked. Beef, what do you got there?
Not much.
I got an idea who filled it out. She's probably right behind you. Yeah, wow, this is... Watch this, you ready? Yeah, it's like Betsy or Brittany. Watch this, you ready? Hang on. There you go. 215 601 986. We're gonna call her because I have no idea what her name says. Look. I told you. I told you. How did I know? I've been a part of these giveaways for a long time. Get on it. What is your first name? It looks like Sharon. Give it up for Sharon. She's going to the Eagles game. Courtesy of Miller Lite. Let's go. Sharon. That doesn't say Sharon. Come on. Oh, Brady. I would have went with Bobby, but okay, Brady. Hey, congratulations. We're gonna hook you up in just a second. Oh, and you look lovely, and you're out with us on a Thursday night, and you're going to the Eagles and Niners game. All right, but that's not all. Pick me a winner there, Beef. Pick me one out. Luke, pick me one out too. No. All right, here we go. Kimberly Payne. Is there a Kimberly Payne? Kim, come on down. You get yourself Miller Lite gear. Thank you very much. You mind taking it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Congratulations, Kimberly Payne. We got a couple T-shirts here. Luke, you got a name for me?
Yeah. This is for James. How?
James. Hey. James,
go.
we got an XL here for you, brother, or a large. Excuse me. Well, that's the bigger one because we got 2 smalls there. Nice work. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Awesome. All right. We got 2 other ones. We're going to hook some up some other people. Let's go back. We got the bye week. So we're all going to relax on that one. I love it. Hey, Beef, Brian Coyle, Luke Arcaney, the Gambler Gang.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at this camera here. First of all, once again, thank you, Miller Lite, for hooking it up and having us out here. Second of all, Paddy Whacks, South Street, the place to be Thursday night. Come on, man. That's what it's all about. Thank you to the bartenders and wait staff. Once again, go Birds. Eagles fans, we will see you in 2 weeks.
Go Birds.
We out. Go Chicago.